Alright, so who is doing the recap? Okay.
I will do the
Who's
recap.
doing the recap?
Sorry, that's why I was on the wrong button. So we spent the last kind of day, so in Talora, kind of checking up on things, practicing cooking, performancing, checking on the staff, and stuff like that. We then found a way to get through and get to the other side of the Kingsbane Mountain, which was to go through the Kingsbane Mountain. But we had to go all the way back up to where we first started, where we saw the wolf and everything like that. We got through it all, got into the town of Doth Tarum, and they have this lovely festival happening, which is the Frost Forge Festival. And we have basically spent the whole day there just doing as much as we can at this festival, from insulting people or slapping people in the faces, barrel rolling, cheating. I like to add cheating also.
You aren't aware of that. You aren't aware of that.
Yeah, no, but I
Recap is
This
metagame.
is the recap. It's fine.
And not to mention, this all happened before we even got to the city.
Why didn't see?
We found out that there is an arena event happening the next day. Pretty much we've gone back to the hotel, spent some time, rested, and we've come into the next day that we're going to spend another day in the festival from the sounds of it.
Actually, a week later.
Well,
Yeah,
a week later.
that was changed. Retcon.
Yeah,
So,
it was
yeah.
retconned,
It's
and now I'm re-retconning it.
Yeah, it was retcon to retcon
Because
to the
Tooney's
retcon.
actually going to be here. So, since Tooney's actually here, hi Tooney, we will have the
Alright.
tournament at some point today, depending on what you guys do.
Cool. But yeah, that's pretty much where we
Over
are.
there.
Okay. Yeah, exactly like you said. You know, we left off. You guys had just had a bunch of fun at the festival. It is somewhere, you're guessing, in the middle of the day. You haven't figured out how to tell time underground yet, but just going based off of how tired you are, you're able to generally tell probably somewhere around midday.
Cool. I'm guessing we head back to the festival.
We tell
Okay.
we tell time by the growls and pets
Well-
the stomach.
We left off, and Petra had just beaten another pie eating contest. So
Correct. Fully intent on doing other stuff in the festival.
Does everyone remember how many tokens they have?
Yeah, I had mine on my sheet, so it's all good.
I'm pretty sure I have 16.
Let's
see, I have
25.
22.
I have 20.
Windsor will inquire how much it costs to buy more tokens if you run out.
Okay, so going up to one of the various info centers that you find, most likely the central one that you originally got your tokens from, you find that each token is 10 gold.
Damn.
They're not cheap. They gave you 3 for free, and after that, you got to figure it out on your own.
We basically just got 30 gold for free.
Pretty much.
There you go, $400, 400 gold bag of holdings. Quick.
Yes, because we could go and trade the coins for something that they have, like a holding, etc.
Yep.
Correct.
So what is your guys' plan for the day?
We have to list to remember that. I'm gonna go to the magic trick show again.
Okay, so you go to where you last saw the magic trick show. It is nowhere to be found. It appears that the magic trick show is not one of the events for today.
It disappeared in its final trick.
No, in its place, there seems to be another tent. And this particular tent is a similar design. There's a stage for somebody to stand on, there's a few judges, and there's a crowd of people looking at the stage. But instead of doing magic tricks, they appear to be telling stories.
I wanted magic tricks.
I know a good joke.
Yeah, we already heard the dishwasher one.
What's the similarities between Lord of the Rings and Brokeback Mountain?
I'm concerned.
I don't want to know.
In both films, a ring was broken.
That's true. Yeah. In a
Swiftly
terrible way.
moving on. Swiftly moving on.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
Has any other places changed?
Yes, so a few places have changed. Looking around, you notice that several of the events are different today. So, going through the whole list of events that are available today, you have the ale drinking contest is still there. There's now an arm wrestling contest. There is the barrel run contest still. There's a contest named the Dragon Race. The Goblin Toss is still there. The Insulting Contest is still there. The Log Tossing Contest is still there. Pie Eating Contest, still there. Obviously, Petrol just ate from it. There's something that's a booth that appears to just mostly be empty. There's somebody standing behind a podium with what appears to be a large cage next to them, but the cage is empty, and it just says Scale Seeker above their head. Slapping Contest is still there. There's something that says Tunnel Rat, and it just appears to be an archway. There is a Zorn Racing event, a Zorn Rodeo event, and then, as I already told you, the Storytelling.
Windsor and Cal set up a kissing booth. Okay, so
Okay.
what about that for the drinking contest? How would that affect me?
Let me.
I don't know if you can.
Can we get the list in chat again?
Yes. Let me do this. Here is your list of events for the day. Purity of body. Let me double check that.
Basically, I'm immune to disease and poison from now on.
I wouldn't
would
say being drunk is disease
say-
or poison.
Yeah. I don't think that's the same as being poisoned.
That's what I wanted. That's what I want to
I'll-
judge them on. Some judge alcohol. Well, it is a poison, but how lethal poison?
Yeah, I would say it would give you advantage on rolls in the ale drinking contest.
That's what I figured. Okay.
Yeah, it won't make you immune to the effects of alcohol, but you'll definitely have like a higher tolerance to the alcohol.
Having poison resistance?
He has purity of
Poison
body,
immunity.
which is a little bit
Mm,
more.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
I wanna
immune to
go-
poison and disease.
I want to check out some of the newer events and see what they're all about.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to look at Tunnel Rat.
And the
Okay.
Dragon Race.
So
Petra
starting
will
with the
go
Dragon
with-
Race, you go up to the thing that says Dragon Race, and you very quickly identify there's a little track. It's just a big loop of a track, and you see what appear to be several cave lizards, small, just maybe a foot long, and they got little harnesses on them that have little stick wings coming out of them to make them look like little miniature dragons. And you place your bet on one of the lizard dragons, and they will run around the track, and it's essentially a horse races with little bitty lizards that have little stick wings. Then, Scale Seeker. You go up to the counter, and again, it's just a podium with somebody standing in behind it, a cage that's empty next to them, and a big sign that says Scale Seeker. And upon inquiring, they tell you that somewhere in the festival, there is a giant cave lizard that's all greased up and is hiding and running away from you guys. If you can catch it and haul it back to the cage, then you win the prize.
Can I catch me? I'm the Grease Man.
Exactly. But in this case, it's more of like grease pig chasing, but yeah. And then you have Tunnel Rat. Tunnel Rat is a maze of sorts, which is they will have you go into a specific cave, and then you have to find specific items inside the cave, and once you find them, then you can leave the tunnels and potentially get a reward based on how well you do.
What determines how well we do?
Well, let me... Hold on, right here. So... Oop. Accidentally closed it. There we go. Okay, so you'll enter the maze, and then you have to get to the other side, and you also have to collect 3 different stones. The stones will have a different color or rune on it. You have to go into the maze, find these, and make it to the exit, and then depending on how long it takes you is how good of a prize you get.
Okay, and storytelling?
Well, first we have the Zorn Racing.
Oh, yeah, Zorn, Racing, and Radio.
Yep. So the Zorn Racing, basically you will be assigned a Zorn. You get to choose your saddle. The saddle will be fastened to the Zorn for you. And then you have to attempt to make 6 laps around a track on this Zorn. And obviously there will be other people racing you. And you essentially want the fastest time possible.
Now, are we turning left or turning right?
That depends on the track. Good luck.
Okay.
I'll let you use your imagination. The track goes in a circle. Whichever way you run, that's up to you. Alright. And then Zorn Rodeo. So the way that it works is there is a 15 by 15 foot corral. And inside of it you see, this rather large Zorn. Okay? And you can see that it's got what appears to be some sort of rope tied around it in a way that's designed to agitate it, making it harder to stay on, okay? You're going to have to jump onto it, and you're going to have to hold onto it for as long as possible. It's going to try to throw you off, and you're going to have to fight against being thrown off, and, whatever else it tries to do. That being said, it could potentially try to run in circles to throw you off. It can try and slam you up against the side of the corral. It can try and jump and twirl in place to try and just knock you off or make you get dizzy and fall off. And then it can also get really angry depending on what you're doing, and it can then, try harder. Basically, the idea is you want to hang on as long as possible. The longer you hang on, the harder it will get, but the more points you get. The more points you get, the bigger your reward.
Right.
And then the
Make sure you load up
storytelling
on Slinger.
contest is pretty simple, which is you go up on the stage and you tell whatever story you like. You go up there, you tell the story, and you attempt to please the crowd. If they enjoy your story, then you can get a reward for that. If they don't enjoy your story, you're not going to get anything. And then if they absolutely love your story, you get a bonus prize. If it's like an okay story, it's like, yeah, all right, then you'll get a smaller prize. The main way that works is essentially you're gonna have to look at the crowd, try to figure out what this type of crowd would be interested in, and then tell them a story you think that would be interesting. And then once you do that, you'll make a performance check. And then you'll also make a check related to your story. So if you tell a story about magic, you have to make an Arcana check. Things like that. Obviously, if your story doesn't feature any particular skills or anything, then you don't have to make those checks as well. And then, depending on how creative the story is that you create, and the more entertaining and stuff, I can obviously give you bonuses such as, advantage or things like that, depending on the story and depending on your choice of story based on the crowd that you see at hand. Those are the new events.
Cool. Alrighty. Time for me to catch a big old lizard.
I caught the train, I did.
Are there limitations on the methods we can use to catch this fucking lizard, by the way?
You cannot harm the lizard.
Okay, I wasn't planning on it.
I'm just telling the warlock you cannot harm the lizard.
Yeah, if you kill a lizard, it's a failed hunt.
You have to return the unharmed lizard to the cage.
Yay. Cool.
Okay, what's Petra doing first?
Going on pie eating. Hmm.
I already
Once
did
was
that,
going to
though.
the ale drinking contest.
All arm wrestling contest as well.
There's also a slapping contest.
Yeah, but you've
Oh.
done that before.
Also, dragon.
But it's
Dragon
fun
riding
slapping
was
people.
basically betting on ponies.
Yeah, it's like you just bet on a lizard and it. Hopefully yours
Yeah,
wins.
it's basically the tracks. It's just picking a
Dog
lizard
racing.
instead of a horse.
Dog racing, lizard racing, mouse, tortoise
Yeah.
racing, the usuals.
Now, the way that it works is the lizard can decide to go the correct way, or it can decide to go the wrong way, or it could just sit there. You just bet on the lizard, and hopefully your lizard wins.
Game of chance.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool. I'll head to the tunnel rat myself.
Okay, so you're going to Tunnel Rat? Alright.
How much are the new ones costing by tokens?
So, the new ones, the Dragon Race has no base cost, but if you don't place any bet, then you don't get anything. So that one is entirely depending on your bet and the odds and things like that. Then for Scale Seeker, there's no entry fee. You just have to catch the lizard and bring it back. For Tunnel Rat, it is a 2 token fee, because they might have to hire somebody to drag you out of the tunnels. Zorn Racing is 1 token. Zorn Rodeo is 1 token. And then the Storytelling Contest is 1 token. In case you haven't noticed, the general rule that I go with for the pricing here is if you're consuming something or there's a chance of injury or breaking something, it's 2 tokens. Otherwise, it's 1 token.
Except for the pie eating contest.
Yeah, the pie eating contest is its own unique thing. But in general, that's the philosophy.
Take it the
I
arm
mean-
wrestling is the same as the slapping.
Yeah.
Okay. What does everyone want to do?
Well, that's I'm heading tunnel rat.
Cal wants to do Tunnel Rat. So are we going to start with Cal then?
Sure.
Alright, is anybody else doing Tunnel Rat?
Depends on what I need to do.
You need to find some items, some stones, and then try and exit the maze at the same time.
So that'd be like perception and survival.
Guessing.
Let's Cal to be the guinea pig, and then the rest of us decide.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't particularly have high rolls in perception or survival, so
hmm I'm going to do storytelling myself after.
Just for
Gonna be telling on
just
herself
for the
after.
hell of it, Petra will join for
So,
Tunnel Rat.
first let's do Tunnel Rat. So, who's doing Tunnel Rat? We've got Petra and Cal, right? Anybody else? Okay, I guess not. So, Petra and Cal are going to be doing Tunnel Rat. Okay, so, like I said, the way that it works, I'm going to read off exactly what I have written here, okay? So, participants enter the tunnel maze, and the goal is to get to the other side, and you can attempt to fill out or to complete the bonus game, which is you will be given a list of needs that you need to find a colored pebble, a specific flower, and the second part of a code phrase. Okay? These will be somewhere within the maze. Now, once you enter the maze, you're going to attempt to do survival. Okay? You're going to use survival to attempt to find your way through this maze. And then once you reach a certain point in the maze, you can attempt to start looking for your pebble, and then continue forward, attempting to look for the next thing and the next thing. Or you can attempt to just go straight to the exit. You don't have to try to do the bonus game, but for all the things that you gather, you get extra tokens. Okay? So that being said, we have 2 of you. So I'm going to put both of you here like this on my little notepad. And we're going to say for Petra, you need a red stone or red pebble, okay? Then you need a blue flower. And the second part of the code phrase, and keep in mind, only you know this, and telling other players is against the rules. If they find out that you've told another player, you'll be disqualified. Because they can't find it for you. So that
Why
being
don't you
said,
why don't you type it to Jade personally? That way
Okay,
we actually don't hear it metagame.
okay, yep. In that case, I will send it directly to Jade real quick. So let me see.
So it's 3 things?
Yeah, so it's a red
Okay.
pebble, a blue flower, and then I'm sending you your phrase right now. So you need to find the second part of the code phrase. The code phrase, the first part of the code phrase is hold on. Let me pull up my list of phrases here.
All the preparation.
I know, right? Like I planned this or something. Okay.
You mean you didn't make these up on the whim?
No.
Crazy.
Floating book enters the.
And then, let me see. Yeah, the floating book magically appears and starts talking to you guys while I'm busy. Hold on. And then I think I can actually do. Let me see if this works. Can I do that? Does that work? It's sent only to you, right, Tuni? Should have a whisper.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. It's
Okay.
Game master to me. Yeah. I can see it.
Okay, awesome. Then I'm just gonna use that instead of through Discord.
Yeah. That's fine.
So
All right.
I'm gonna go like this, and you need a.
It's my phrase, not yours.
Okay. So now you have your secret information stuff that you have to find. Click. Writing that down for myself. Okay. So, that being said, you come up to the entrance of this maze, and they whisper into your ear what you're looking for, should you decide to attempt to do your extra objectives, okay? So, that being said, the way that it works is once you enter into the maze, you want to try to get to the end as fast as possible, and you want to also attempt to collect your items, okay? So, we're going to do 3 rounds of different survival checks and stuff, and then attempt to get through the maze, okay? So, that being said, you guys start off, rush into the maze. I need a survival check from both of you.
Nat 1, let's go. Damn.
Jesus.
Okay, so both of you go rushing into the maze, and you generally feel like, okay, these are obviously dwarven tunnels. They're used for mining. There's probably some, sort of grid layout or something, and you start, down your general idea, thinking, okay, maybe you've got an idea of where you want to go. So you rush in, you take a couple turns, you follow along the walls. Give me another roll.
Watch it. Oh.
Both rolled 1 higher than the previous roll.
Yeah. Okay. And then about another 10 minutes goes by. You're probably 20 minutes into the maze at this point. Looking around, getting turned around a few times. Give me another roll.
Oof.
Okay. Alright. Cal,
Both
you
rolled
come on
5 less than the previous
You
one.
come into a large room, and in this large room, you see many different colored pebbles all over the place.
Cool. I use perception, try and see if I can find the one that's mine.
It's an investigation check, but you can do an investigation check to see if you can find your pebble.
Okay, cool.
16 rolls later.
I am going to use that as a 10 instead, so I get 15.
Okay. So
Because I have reliable talent.
yes, with a 15, you are actually able to find your pebble. It only takes you about 30 minutes of searching through these many pebbles scattered about the room, but you do eventually find your pebble.
Cool.
Petra, you have not found this room.
Durr.
Now, both of you going forward, survival checks.
Nat 1, let's go. Damn it.
Oh, that was so
Close
close
enough.
to being a 20. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It was not.
On my screen, it was.
Okay, so Cal, you're moving right on through. You pretty much think you've got this figured out. Like, you're just zipping through this maze, no problem. Petra, you're somewhere near the entrance again, looking around going, wait, didn't I come from this way? You still have not found the room with the pebbles yet. Give me your next round of survival checks. Sorry.
Nat 1! Damn it.
Okay.
I'll take that as a 10 again, so that's 21 for me.
Okay. In that case... Okay, so that puts you in stage. Okay. And Petra, you actually finally move forward a stage, and you end up in the room that has all of these pebbles. Now you know that you're supposed to be looking for a pebble. You can make an investigation check to see if you can find your pebble if you'd like, or you can just keep going. It is investigation.
I'd say.
Yes.
There we go. And Nat 1. Oh.
Okay, 14. Again, it takes you about 30 minutes or so, but you do successfully find your pebble. Cal,
Yep.
you are now in a room that seems to be filled with pots of different flowers. And they're all over the place. And there are many different colors and many different shapes and sizes, and some are under others, and some are hidden behind rocks. You look around and pretty quickly realize there are plenty of flowers in the particular color that you need. But they aren't necessarily going to be easy to pick. You realize quickly some of them have thorns, some of them don't. Some of them have thicker stalks, others are rather frail. So go ahead and make me a nature check to see if you can successfully pick one of these flowers without ruining it. 23.
Let's go.
With a 23, you are able to successfully pick up your flower. It does take you about another 30 minutes, but you very quickly just walk up to a flower. You're very familiar with the plants and the wildlife, especially being friends with druids, and you just walk up. You're very familiar with handling brittle flowers, and you just delicately pick it from its pot. Give me your next survival check.
Unsurprising.
That's a 21 for me.
Yes. And with 21, you move forward, still just moving on. You have an end goal in mind in this maze. Paying attention to different tracks and things on the floor, you're pretty sure you know the way out at this point. Petra,
Don't know shit.
you forgot which side of the room you came in on, and so you spend the next 10 minutes trying to figure out which way you're supposed to actually leave the room. Survival checks again.
Gross.
You should be happy, the gross.
Petra finally moves forward. She's like, oh yeah, that's the way I need to go. I remember, because that side smells like steak. And turns and walks further into the maze, going the correct direction.
Yeah, that would be.
Cal, you move forward, and there is now a room that has very smooth walls. Mostly smooth. All except for the different phrases chiseled into the walls. You see thousands of these phrases just carved everywhere. And you have to find yours on these walls. And to do that, I need an intelligence check. To see if you can figure out where your phrase is on this wall. As the words are muddled together and mixed up. An 11. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And then I need... Petra, I need your survival check. Cal, you need to continue searching for your phrase. Petra, you rolled a... Is that your roll? You got a 5?
Yep.
Okay, Petra, you are once again lost in the maze. Slowly working your way forward. You will get there one day. Cal, with a 17, you do finally spot that your phrase is there on the wall. I will send it to you now, the whole phrase. Let me copy and paste it to you real quick. There you go. You should now have the phrase. Okay. That is the phrase that they'll expect you to have when you get back. And with that, you come out the other side of the room, and you can see you're somewhat near where you initially went in, but there's obviously a different booth and everything with somebody there. You walk up to the booth. You obviously have completed all of your tasks. So first, as soon as you walk out, they hand you 3 tokens for completing it. Then you hand over that you have your pebble. They give you another 3 tokens. You hand over your flower. They give you another 3 tokens. And then when you tell them the phrase, they give you 5 more tokens. Okay? For a total of 14 tokens.
32.
Okay. Petra! I need another survival check from you. Let's see how long Petra is lost in here. 20! Okay. Petra actually moves forward.
Yay!
And finds herself in a room full of different flowers. And now you have a general idea of what you're looking for in a flower. They gave you a color, and you can pretty much figure out colors. So that being said, I need you to make a nature check in an attempt to pick one of these flowers that you need without ruining it.
That one. Oh.
12. You reach over and grab a flower that you think you should be able to pick up, and you end up crushing it in your hand, and the petals fall to the bottom of the pot. Need you to make another attempt.
That one.
You got what you wished for.
And again, you pick up a flower and end up ruining it in the process.
Okay.
I need you to make another attempt at the flower, or you can just move on. 13! You finally just decide, you know what? This flower looks big and spiky, and you just yank the whole thing out of the pot, figuring it's thick enough it'll probably survive, and you just manhandle this flower out of the pot, sling it over his shoulder, and just keep walking. Make a survival check.
Okay.
8. You start walking, and then you realize, shit. Which flower did I come in next to? Uh-oh. And you spend about 10 minutes trying to figure out which side of the room you came in on. Once again. I need another survival check. Petra remains lost in this room full of flowers. I need your next survival check.
I'll be waiting patiently the other side, by the way.
Okay, you're just sitting there like, she'll make it out eventually, or somebody will go in and find her. You do progress forward from the room full of flowers.
Thank fuck.
One more survival check.
Is there anyone with food out here?
Just sitting there wafting the scent in.
Well, yeah, that way she gets advantage on like trying to get out, you know. Hey, I'm thinking of you, Petra.
Just sitting there with like a big fan and some steak. Just
No, just
just
one of the pies. One of the pies from the pie contest.
Alright, you make it to the last room. In this
Okay.
room, you see, once again, these large carved decorated walls filled with just carvings of different phrases. Some of them seem to be intermingled and jigsawed together. I need an intelligence check.
It's not gonna go well. Goodbye, everybody. Told you.
A 10. You are unable to find your phrase. You want to attempt to find it again?
Nope.
You are still having a hard time with all these jumbled words. It is a massive wall of just random sentences, seemingly in no order.
Joke's on
Wanna
her. The
try
word
again?
she's looking for is way up where she can't see.
It's on the top. That is another fail. Try again.
Another
Top
fail.
time's the charm.
This wall is just stumping you. Go again. You got this someday.
You can leave at any time.
Okay. With a 17, you finally, after searching this wall for literal hours, mind you, you finally come across the phrase that you are looking for. I will send you that phrase. Give me just a second. Here's your phrase. You go out the exit of the maze, and on the other side, again, you see the counter there. And they immediately hand you the 3 tokens, and upon handing over your items, you get a total of the 14 tokens. It's, 3 for the first 2 items, 5 for the last item.
So now I have 48.
You were just
No, wait.
stocking up.
47.
Okay, now...
47.
Yeah, because I have 25. And then I gave them 2 for the entry.
Yes, you went down
And then
to...
plus 14.
25 minus 2 is 23. Plus
Oh, wait.
14 is 37.
30. 37.
there's
am I
a
right?
reason why
Oh.
I'm
There we
saying
go.
like this.
There's a reason why I'm sitting there confused, like, hang on a minute. My maths has somewhere gone wrong here.
Alright.
Petra
Bex.
exited the maze, and they said, "Oh wait, this event closed 2 days ago."
Right.
Alright. Amaranth is doing what during all of that?
Going
She
to
is
do it.
preparing her story.
Okay.
That is what she's been doing this whole time.
Alright, so you decide that you're going to go to tell a story. So
He's gonna do
upon
that,
arriving,
too.
okay, you're both gonna do it.
Yeah.
Windsor
Okay.
gets a nice pillow and follows him.
He's just like, yeah, I'm gonna take a nap, enjoy the story. It's gonna be great. Okay. In that case, you go up to the stage, you pay your fees, and you look out at the crowd that you're going to have to tell this story to. It's mostly middle-aged people in the crowd. They seem to be mostly adults, some slightly older, some, early adulthood, but the majority of them appear to be middle-aged.
No, that one's definitely 220 years old. That one's
Okay.
190.
So, we have Amaranth and we have New doing the story competition. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So, in that case, the way that it works is you are going to make an insight check. If you pass the insight check, I'll give you a clue to what this particular crowd might like. If you fail, then you're on your own. Then
Yeah.
you're going to tell me your story, make your performance check. Okay? So,
Okie dokie.
both of you give me an insight check.
I don't know shit.
Neither do I.
Neither of you have any idea that a bunch of middle-aged dwarves could want anything. Who knows?
No,
Yeah.
it's a story about how a shrieking Legiana is born.
That's a good story. Alright, so, which one of you is going to tell your stories first?
You can start this time, Mia, if you're happy to.
All right. So, I essentially want to turn our most recent adventure in Paglioria into a fantasy story of, heroes saving this country. Obviously, I'm going to omit names of the country itself, because chances are, okay, some people might know that some shenanigans happened in Paglioria. They probably don't know what actually happened. So I can use that to my advantage.
Okay. Tell us your story.
So Niu will tell the story
Mhm.
of a group of adventurers that were wandering into this new land in search of this evil cult that they had been trying to stop from, trying to plunge the world into darkness. And when they had come into this land, they had made their way in, and as they got further in, the skies turned to darkness, and the sun was blotted out by pitch black clouds of what could only be described as pure night, but without stars. So it was very dark everywhere. And they had made their way in, eventually coming across different cities and towns, all of which were destroyed or abandoned. Until finally they reached what appeared to be the last bastion of hope in the land, a large city that was protected by a magic dome that was the only bit of light in the entire area that they had been through so far. Going in, they go about the standard things of, they interact with some guards and whatnot, and eventually end up being brought in front of the princess, who was there because the king had gone missing. And for all the adventurers knew, it was that was part of the reason the sky had turned dark. They had found out that, they had been searching for the source of this darkness, and that they had scouts out. And while the scouts were out, in the meantime, they wanted the adventurers to help secure the area, make the town safe, since all they could really do is wait for the scouts to come back. So that's what they did. In doing so, clearing out the slums of this large town of the undead that had infested it, so that they could collect the resources that had been there, which brought some hope back into the eyes of the entire town. After having done that, finally the scouts had returned. They had found what was possibly the source of this darkness. The adventurers then took up, gathered what they needed to, as well as the assistance of a newfound ally from the King's Guard, embellishing that a little bit, and made their way into a nearby ancient forest, guided by this guard who was familiar with the area. They fought their way through corruption that had decimated the forest and turned it wild, until finally they found a dark ritual being performed by a lich, of which they then had to fight tooth and nail and barely survive to defeat this lich and end this dark ritual that had been plaguing the land. And upon return, they had brought back light to the entire area, and they were greeted with much cheering and a big procession of townsfolk and city folk all praising them for this accomplishment, because they had essentially saved this entire world or entire country that had been plunged into almost complete decimation, just because without light, life was struggling to survive. They were obviously praised as heroes and granted great praise from the princess. But there was sad news. In the process of defeating the Lich, they had found the king, who was being used as material for this dark ritual. And this ritual had destroyed the king's life force, which the city guard that had came with them had unfortunately had to report back to the princess the loss of her dear father. And so while it was a happy time that they were all there and they had, brought back hope to the rest of the nation, it was also sad that a great leader had been lost to them.
All right.
Well done. Clap, 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 clap.
Now, I need your performance check, and I need you to decide between three things that you can emphasize in your story: the religion aspect, the history aspect, or the arcana aspect. Which of these aspects are you talking up the most?
Well, both arcana and history I have eye rolls in, and they're both the same, so I guess I'm gonna go with history just to change it up a little bit.
Okay. Then I need a history check as well.
Oof.
Not that. Could have been worse.
That plus 10, making it not terrible.
Exactly, yeah.
It could have been one worse.
Okay. Amaran,
Okay.
ready for your story.
Alrighty. Okay. 1 second. Let me get my shit ready together. Because I'm just gonna go voice to talk, so it'll be easier this way. Okay. So, I am telling a story about how I killed a vampire.
Okay.
Okay, Buffy.
So, here I was, exhausted after killing a whole bunch of vampire minions. And suddenly, with a flash, a circle of fire appeared from the ground. And then I will cast Thermagurgy to then brighten some torches. And use precipitation to make the air smell like sulfur. And then I'll cast Thermagurgy again and make my voice louder. The vampire says, "Oh, how cute! You've dealt with my minions, well now it's time to deal with me." Then he reaches his hand out, about to shoot a spell, and I jump out of the way. Just. Each time I try to prepare a spell, he shoots out an Eldritch Blast. Sadly, this time, it hits me, and I am pushed back. And then I cast Precipitation again to make a gust of wind. And then there he is, standing over me, and says, and me lying on the ground, and I coughing up blood, and he says, "End it now, it's useless to try." And I respond back to him saying, "Sorry, but I like my vampires extra crispy," and shoot out a fireball. And then he stumbles back, burning and saying, and then I shoot another fireball in his face. And then he ends up as goo right on the ground, and I smash it with my foot just to make sure. And that is how I killed a vampire.
I was impressed you put Toonie to sleep with that one.
It's a very creative interpretation of what happened.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that was great. All of that happened.
Performance check with advantage.
Okay, that's second.
We fired Eldritch Brass. The first one hit my special teammate, Tony.
Yeah.
I fire a fireball and it hits my halfling barbarian friend Petra.
Well, the horse I was carrying on my back.
Don't worry, Sally. I'll get you to freedom.
Right performance.
Damn.
Okay.
She might have gotten that one.
And then I will do Arcana, because that seems like the best one to do.
Yep.
Could have been mine. So 10, yeah.
Okay. So, you guys go up, you tell your stories. A few other people went up before you, a couple people between the two of you, and some people went after you. Eventually, the judges come to a decision, and you're given a score. You're all brought up onto the stage, and they start handing out these different scores. Amaranth is given a score of 42. New is given a score of 30. That being said, Amaranth is in first place with her story. Congratulations.
Yay.
And New came in second place with her story. Congratulations to both of you. That being said, first place prize is 10 tokens. Second place prize is 5 tokens. And then, of course, the third place person, who's none of you people, got their 4 tokens.
Not bad.
See, what you need to do is you need to put yourself in there. The glamorous, witty warlock, and her bubbling friends Tony, her bedraggled tiefling friend Balana, and the barbarian halfling Stumblefoot. Silent lunch. Then we went up against the mage and went up against the lich and his progeny. That's right, it was the son of a lich.
That's just terrible.
This is why Windsor is not allowed to tell stories.
Yes, exactly.
That's why Windsor doesn't tell stories.
Windsor go up on stage. Shadow puppets.
or he'll fart out of his ass and shoot like fire from it. So that's another one he'll do.
I believe it.
Oddly enough, smelled like burning horse.
Okay,
I'd be
so
concerned if he farted out of something other than his ass.
that's true.
Like a finger.
You pull my finger, you pull on it, and just the finger farts flames at you. Be terrifying. Alright, that being said, we've had Vex. We've had Amaranth, Petra, Cal, and New do something. What would Windsor like to do at the festival today?
He's gonna go all out and do the drinking contest.
Okay. Ale drinking for Windsor. Is anybody joining him?
Aye, fuck it.
You going?
I'll go.
Yeah, I've never been drunk before. Let's try it out.
If Petra can't go, she's still lost in the caves.
She's not.
This is happening while Petra is lost in the cave, so yes.
Assholes.
You can always do it later, but yeah, you were lost in the cave for about 4 hours. Okay, so ale contest is Amaranth, Windsor, anyone else?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, Amaranth, Windsor, and Cal.
We celebrate Cal and Amaranth's victories.
And news victory.
And then you
Okay,
ask,
use
where's
figures.
Petra? And I'll be like, she's still in the tunnel.
Don't worry, she'll find us. We
There's
just have
nothing.
to hold up some food. Alright, so the ale drinking contest. During 3 rounds, you'll each drink a giant mug of ale per round, making a constitution save to stay in the competition. If you fail, you're out of the competition. Okay? And it says on the save failed by 10 or more, you also vomit. So
Yay.
Yeah.
there's that. Okay? Then you'll drink until only one of you is able to continue drinking. Okay? So you'll just keep drinking until there's nobody else left.
Oh god.
The saving throws will get harder and harder until there's one person left. And then hopefully none of you spill your guts, okay? So it's going to be you guys plus 3 opponents. They're just going to be random dwarves who are all laughing at Amaranth, that are all laughing at Amaranth because they don't think she's going to be able to hold her liquor very well.
And neither do I.
You're just laughing with them. You're like, this is a
Yeah.
great idea.
Me-
Okay.
Hey, get
Alright,
enough drinks
pie
in there
eating
and show her
competition.
goat impression.
So they bring you out and they have you sit down at this long table, facing a crowd who's all very interested in seeing how you guys are able to drink compared to some dwarves. They bring out these very big mugs, the size of your torso nearly, right? These are massive mugs. They come out and they set them down in front of each of you, and the event organizer announces to all of you that these mugs are filled with Brightwood Ale. Okay? Which is
Oh, sorry, I don't
known
drink
to be...
ale. Sorry, this is
Like,
not for
no,
me.
sorry, I'm out. Wrong competition. I thought this was the book reading competition. I'm sorry.
Do wine? I love wine.
Yes, at the ale competition. Perfect.
I feel
Uh,
a tingling in my fingers.
She's a bloody leaf lover.
Yeah, so they bring out these large mugs of Brightwood Ale. And then they say, bottoms up! And you see the 3 dwarves immediately lift their mugs and start chugging. I need each of you to make a con save.
I fucking told you.
Depends on what the
Amaranth,
DC was.
you pick up this large mug, look at it a little deer in the headlights, and just go, alright, I'm here, may as well. And just start chugging this large mug. You barely managed to get the whole mug down, and you're like, oh, everything's spinning.
Like, I can't breathe through my nose. If I breathe through my nose, I'm gonna vomit.
Cal, easily. You could do that all day. You just pick it right up, down it, look over at Amaranth, kind of laugh a little bit, and continue downing it. Windsor, you have no problem. You just pick it up right down the hatch. Doesn't bother you at all.
Don't forget to roll with advantage,
I was
Tarum.
gonna say Windsor didn't even roll with advantage. Not that
He got a
needed it
nat
that time.
20. He's not going to do better than that. Okay. Round 2. They come out, again, these large, almost like gallon-sized mugs, right? Come out and set them in front of you, and the announcer goes, "This is Splinter Tooth Ale. Much stronger. Bottoms up!"
I don't want to do this anymore.
Amaranth's like, mistakes were made.
I'm gonna cry.
Alright, let's see. Amaranth, you actually managed to get this one down smoother.
Yeah,
You're
that's
feeling
not bad.
kind of drunk now, so the burn in the back of your throat doesn't bother you anymore. You're just like, yeah, this is delicious.
I just start touching my nose. Yeah, I can't feel my nose. Okay, this is great.
Just like, I can't feel my face.
Yeah.
Just one of those people that gets drunk and starts petting their face. Okay, Windsor's roll. Let's see. 15. You are able to get it down, but this one kind of kicked back a little bit. Did struggle to get that one down, but you did get it down. Cal, you too. That one was a little tough for you to get down. You guys did manage it. You do notice that one of the dwarves has dropped out. They finished about 3/4 of theirs and they were done.
Shows you.
Round 3. They come out. Another big, large mug of ale. Line them all up in front of everybody. The announcer stands in front of everybody. This right here. This is gut punch ale. Good luck. Bottoms up. Amaranth.
That was so close to being a 19.
Amaranth, you pick it up. You take one sip, and you immediately regret it. And you put that down, and you're like, nope, nope. And you were done. You drop out. There's no way you're going to be able to finish that. Cal and Windsor managed to get it down, but it definitely bit back on the way. You notice that the other 2 remaining dwarves also dropped out, leaving just Windsor and Cal, as the announcer brings out another mug of ale and sets it in front of the both of you. And he grins, and he goes, "We call this here Green Death Ale. Good luck. Bottoms up."
I pick up my mug and I cheer it towards Windsor.
Little bit of sportsmanship there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Windsor mimics the move.
They both spill a little bit and are disqualified.
Yeah, Windsor cheers himself. Okay.
Damn.
Alright.
I am so going to die during the arena fight.
This was not a good idea.
Alright, Cal. You get about 80% of yours down, and your stomach just flips over, and you realize this ain't gonna work. You're not gonna be able to get the rest of this in there. No way, no how. And you have to set your mug down and call it quits. Windsor, you successfully finished your last mug of ale, giving you first place prize. You get
Yeah.
15 tokens.
Wow, well done.
Cal, second place, you get 10 tokens. Dwarves do love their ale.
Windsar's going to spend a little while meditating to remove.
He's gonna go take
effects.
a nap. Alright, so
Cal just goes, I feel the tingling in my fingers.
it's just like everything feels funny. Okay, so that is the ale drinking contest. What else would you guys like to
Throw up.
do? You can certainly do that if you want to.
No, I'm gonna start
lava's
looking.
over
I'm gonna start looking for a big old lizard.
Same. I want to start looking for this lizard.
Okay. So we're
Have
doing
a
scale
plan.
seeker shenanigans, huh?
Yeah, let's once Petra gets out of the hallway of the fun house,
Fun house.
Yep.
we'll
Petra,
have her help because she's big into hunting lizards.
just smell the grease. Delicious grease.
Can I try and see if I can use my tracking to try and find it?
So, first, let me say, Petra has made it out of the maze at this point, okay? And she has found you guys back at the festival. You all head over to where the lizard was known to have been at some point, which is the cage. Head over there. Anybody that is going to participate in the Scale Seeker, I need you to make perception check, or you can make a survival check, or you can make an investigation check. Now, you having tracker, you can use that as that's relevant.
Okay, we'll use my investigation because that's the only one I have advantage in.
Let's see, we have new. Let's go.
Petra ain't finding shit.
Alright, so everybody's participating, so let me do this. We got
Petra's like, I found my flower.
A-
Petra, that's a dog.
Okay, now let me see your rolls real quick. You got an 18.
Just know Petra ain't finding shit.
She's
Wingard
still
got a
disorientated from the maze.
Honestly, just may have her give up.
Got a 19. Cal got a 22. And Petra got a 5. Okay, so, that being said, let me pull up actual... Here, hold on. Okay, so, perception checks. We have Windsor is the only one that made a perception check. With a 17, Windsor does not find any sign of where this lizard could have gone. Then we have an investigation from you. We have an investigation from Amaran. We have and we have survival check from Cal and Petra. So, Amaran, Cal, and Windsor, you all identify a grease trail running off in a direction.
You mean new?
You got 18.
Sorry. Yes. Yes. My bad. Oh, hold on. I put a check mark next to the wrong one. Yeah, new. So, Amaranth, Cal, and you all see this grease trail running off in a direction. That's a pretty safe bet right there. Petra gets distracted by the smell of the food stands over that way.
Windsor grabs Petra before she wanders off.
Yeah, Windsor didn't find anything of interest, but you do see the rest of the party going in that direction. That being said, you guys go running off to find it. So, odds or evens?
Odds?
Even.
Alright,
Even
I heard
me.
odds.
Oh, well, majority rules was evens.
Yep, it was... First one I heard was odds. That's what we're going with.
Damn it.
Alright, so... You go running around. I need you guys make a perception check. Everyone that's following the grease trail, make a perception check. Cal, with your passive perception, you don't need to make a perception check, but...
You see all the colors.
Cal, New Amaranth, you all find the lizard trying to wiggle its way into the upper portion of a tent. You're running over, it sees you, it jumps on the ground, and starts trying to scurry away. Somebody else comes rushing onto the scene and attempts to grab the lizard.
That's our lizard!
So, you guys can attempt to catch the lizard. However, there's another person attempting to catch the lizard, which means you have disadvantage.
Yeah, God damn it.
I want to
What?
try something. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to risk it because, it wouldn't be the first time some kind of wild animal understood any kind of language.
So she blows up the lizard.
No.
Eldritch Blast!
Arms of Hadar!
You're just gonna
Alright,
freeze it.
what are you doing?
I'm going to use suggestion in combination with awakened mind to tell it to return to the cage with me.
Okay.
And as long as it understands any language, it should understand me speaking to it with awakened mind.
Okay. So, go ahead and take off the spell slots.
Spell slot. Awakened
Yeah.
mind isn't a spell, it's an ability.
Alright,
The
you got it
lizard gets
checked
to make
off?
a DC.
Yep.
Okay. The lizard does not speak any languages.
Worth a shot.
It was worth a shot. I liked the
It was
ingenuity.
a good idea, yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but it's just a random cave lizard. Just happens to be a really large one.
Could... I'm thinking, if I cast darkness in front of it, it's most probably going to go the other way because it can't see through the darkness. Or at least then one of us could go around the other side and try and catch it. That's my thought process.
I need to go around the other side of darkness.
Keep in mind, you are in the middle of the festival grounds. If you start slinging spells, you might get in trouble.
Ugh.
Fine, fireball.
I'll just try and jump and grab it, I guess.
Okay, athletics check.
I knew it was going to be one of those ones with my -1.
At disadvantage, because somebody else is already trying to grab it.
What was the point? Of course. I get the roll, the only 18 I'll get.
So, you go running and jumping at this lizard, throwing your entire body at it, and it very quickly identifies this flying tiefling and jumps clean out of the way as you smash into the ground where the lizard was, smearing grease all over yourself.
Gross.
How big is this lizard?
To give you a real life reference, it's about the size of a potbelly pig. It is large.
Now I'm hungry.
You could also say like the size of a golden retriever if it was like a big rotund golden retriever.
Oh, now I'm hungry.
Question.
Yes.
Can I try using persuade my animal handling with like a little bit of ration to try and coax the beast over towards me, so I can like pick it up with some a bit of
You
ration?
can certainly try. With a
It's a
15,
good lizard.
it looks at you while dodging the dude that's trying to snatch him up and is too stressed at the moment to consider food.
Okay. I vote we deal with the dude that's trying to catch it, then I have a second plan.
All right, murder is against the rules.
It is. I never said murder, dude.
You implied it though.
We're gonna deal with him. Cracks and knuckles audibly.
Right. So what's the plan?
I mean, if we can get it so that it's not being chased by somebody else,
Petra.
it might take me a couple casts.
Petra and
But I could-
Windsar, did you follow them? Where the lizard is?
You said we did.
I said
But
you
you didn't.
could.
Yes.
I said that you
said
would
you could.
see them going. Did you follow them?
Well, it depends. Depends on what Petra did, because I was trying to keep Petra from getting lost.
Did Petra follow them?
Petra will have followed Windsor, yeah.
Okay, so Petra and Windsor are stuck in a circle.
They're just following each other, staring.
Oh, look!
Staring into each
There's
other's
tracks
face.
going around
Well,
this
she
tree.
doesn't
Oh, look,
see.
another pair
She
of
doesn't
tracks
see
has
the
been
grease
added.
trail, so I guess
Yeah,
not.
but you would have
She
seen
saw the three
everybody
people
else
leaving.
going.
Okay,
This
so
is
Shaggy...
an event
Yes,
that
yes.
the whole party can participate in as a team.
Shaggy and Scooby both decide to follow Velma, Daphne, and Freddy.
Oh, we get to act as a team. Let's go.
Yeah, you don't
Did you
have
just
to do
call
this
me
individually.
Scooby?
No, I
So-
didn't, but you took it.
So in that case, the two of you are the only ones that have an attempt to grab this thing.
Okay, what are we
Okay.
doing, athletics or...
You can
Yeah.
attempt to just grab it with athletics, or you can try some sort of trick to lure it.
I
in.
want to try
It's
to
at
grab it.
disadvantage, though.
Okay. Yep, athletics at disadvantage.
Wow, you did as well as I did.
Woohoo!
You both did as well as I did.
Both of you, seeing everybody fail to grab the lizard, go running at the same time and dive at
Fail
the
to grab
lizard
the
and
lizard.
smash into each other and land on the ground next to the lizard as it flicks out its tongue and then scurries off. You guys all lose sight
And-
of the lizard.
Damn it.
Petra is immediately dead because Windsor is too heavy.
Coming from the woman wearing all that equipment.
It's actually
She only has clothing on, and it's just a bunch of axes on
I'm
her.
pretty sure if you took a Windsor and a Petra and you smashed them together, the Windsor would take more damage.
Exactly.
That being
Right.
said, you guys see the lizard just take off in a random direction and disappear.
Are we going to
Sorry,
talk to
what's
the person?
The person has already gotten up and taken off running.
okay.
Petra's following it.
Okay. If you want to attempt to follow it, you can make another perception check. If any of you succeeds, then you guys know the direction.
Petra ran the other way
I
instead.
got 21.
Petra
Never
turns to
mind.
run around, and Cal grabs
No.
her by the scruff and goes, "No, that way."
No,
Alright, so-
no. Petra
Cal-
watches the lizard go one way, and she runs the other.
Okay, she's just like, "Nope, I'm gone." Alright, Cal and New both quickly identify the direction that the lizard ran in. Amaranth, you just barely catch sight of its tail as it disappeared around the corner, so you have the general direction. But since New and Cal know the direction that it went in, you guys
Windsor does too,
generally
nat
know where to
20.
go.
No, I screwed up. I rolled advantage. It would have been a 17. So.
Oh.
Yeah, so you guys are able to chase this greasy lizard down the street. It's jumping around, running between tents and stuff, but you guys manage to keep up behind it, eventually cornering it again. You guys can make your attempts to grab the lizard. Keep in mind, the other dude comes in and attempts to grab the lizard as well.
I'm going to jump in front of the dwarf trying to... Oh, go on.
Before we attempt to catch this thing, assuming we're working as a team, it might take me a couple casts, but I could clean the grease off with prestidigitation.
Well, I was going to go in front of the other person trying to catch it so he won't get in the way.
Alright, running interference, huh?
Yeah, damn right. That's
Windsor whispers to Petra, "That's bacon-flavored grease."
Don't tell her that. She'll
now
just eat the
she's gonna
fucking
eat the
lizard.
lizard. You're
Well,
gonna have to
enough.
bring Petra back and stick her in the cage and be like, no, trust me, the lizard's in there.
Windsor miscalculated.
You just see like a little piece of tail sticking out, just sucks it up like spaghetti.
After obviously Amaranth runs interference, can I try and grab it with athletics?
You absolutely
So
can.
gonna try to grab it.
No disadvantage because she's running interference for you.
I'm like,
Uh,
that is my lizard. You ain't grabbing it.
Petra, you run over as Cal is. Cal, you dive, completely miss, slide across the ground through a big grease slick. Petra just runs over top of you and just swan dives at this lizard, landing on top of it and just hugging it as hard as she can, grabbing firm hold of it. You have caught the lizard. Now you have to attempt to get the lizard back.
Okay,
Oh.
with Petra attached to it, we pick up Petra and take her back.
Well, me and
Okay.
New can cast prestidigitation and try and clean it off, so it's a little bit easier to hold.
Yes.
Because we can both cast it. So.
can I try and use animal handling and some food to calm it down as well, so it doesn't wriggle around as much?
You can try.
I get advantage with the food.
Nope, because it's a very stressed out lizard right now.
Being grappled by a
It's
midget.
being
Exactly.
chased and tackled by Petra, who's drooling right now because she smells grease. 13. It is too stressed for the food.
Okay.
Alright, so, that being said, you guys have to attempt to get it back to the place. So your plan is to carry Petra, who's carrying the lizard?
Yes.
Alright,
No,
and you clean the grease off of the lizard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you clean off the grease, and then you carry Petra, who's carrying the lizard. Good plan. That being said, Petra, I need you to make a strength saving throw to attempt to hold the lizard as it attempts to break free.
I don't have my thing, do I? From the
You
pie
ate pie
eating.
this
You
morning.
ate pie this morning. You have your strength advantage.
While trying to clean off the grease, you notice that the spot around
Both of them
Petra's
are
face is
11,
already
so it does
grease
not
free.
she starts looking at that kind of dust is nice.
17. You
Unfortunately, it's,
barely manage to hold on to this very wiggly lizard as you are physically dragged back towards the cage with it.
We'll
You
just
guys
wrap
reach
you
the
in a rope.
podium, and you have to try to now get it into the cage itself.
Let's just put it in the cage with
Just
Petra.
put Petra in the
You
gas.
just shove Petra in. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So
We'll let Petra out once we collect our winnings.
Exactly.
maybe depends on what the winnings are, right? Okay. So you return, and you see the woman behind the podiums looking at you guys, dragging Petra, who's just bear hugging this lizard, and you can see she's kind of laughing a little bit as you just stuff Petra with the lizard into the cage. And she looks at the lizard, looks at Petra, looks at you guys, and goes, "Well, I guess that counts. The lizard's in the cage. Here you go." And she hands over 30 tokens.
Yeah, boy.
Let's go.
5 tokens each. Well,
6 tokens each.
tokens each.
5 tokens all for you, and 10 tokens for me. Okay.
No.
That being said, once you guys let Petra out and the lizard is still in the cage, after a few moments, you see her just kick open the cage for the lizard door, and the lizard takes off again.
Comes it back in oil and is like, alright, off you go.
It's not even greased anymore.
I'm gonna have to ask her, like, how many times a day do people actually catch this lizard? How often?
Usually about 4 or 5 a day. One year we had 7 in one day. It was a big day.
Are we allowed to just go catch it again then?
No, I'm sorry. 1 run each.
Does the lizard enjoy this?
Didn't
Oh,
ask
no,
him.
never asked.
Okay, good to know.
I'll head over to the Zorn racing.
Okay, Zorn Racing.
Anyone else want to join me?
Yeah,
I'll go
sure.
to watch just because while I'm watching, I'm going to take the time to take a short rest, replenish that spell slot.
I need it.
Sit down, watch the races, and rest. Good plan.
Yeah, I'm not interested in the racing, but I am interested in the Zornio.
Okay. So we have Cal, and then did you say you were coming, Petra?
I'll come as well.
Alright, Cal,
Yeah, I'll watch him.
Petra, and Amaranth. Doing the Zorn races. Okay. Let me go here.
I have +6 to athletics.
Yay!
Alright, so
Gee, it might be strength based.
you guys walk up and you go to sign
Not
up.
really.
Go ahead and take away your tokens for your entry fee. You,
How much
How
was that?
many is that again?
Two.
so the races. What'd you say?
How much was it?
No, Soren said something. What'd you
I
say,
said
Soren?
2.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Got it.
so.
And sorry, what do you have to do in this before I sign up again, just to make sure?
So
Yeah,
it's going to be that what you have to do is there's going to be 6 laps. Okay, each lap you have a choice of 3 actions. You can attempt to make just try to ride as well as you can and go forward. You can also attempt to push your Zorn to go faster. Okay? In which case, to just stay in the saddle normally is a constitution check. To push your horse to try to go faster is an animal handling
Zorn.
check. And then you can also do both the try to stay in the saddle and push your horse to go faster, but that's a disadvantage.
Cool. I will not be signing up
But
for this.
then we take your overall score, and that is your racing speed. You can't get disqualified, but it's basically, for example, if you do all 6 laps and only ever do the constitution checks, and let's say, just for the sake of brevity and to make it easy, you get a 10 on every single one, at the end your score is 60. Then if somebody else does the same thing, and they get 20 on all of them, their score is 120, they obviously did better in the race, they win. So the idea is to get as many points as possible, okay? So you can decide to do the constitution check, to just ride normally, animal handling check, to push your horse hard, or you can do both at disadvantage, and see how that gets you.
Okay,
I
so
think
if you're,
I'll just watch. Sorry.
so if you're pushing your Zorn, but not doing the stay in the saddle, so are you getting out and pushing it from behind?
Exactly. No.
Okay.
Basically, it's the staying in the saddle is
Don't worry
not
about it.
necessarily
I'm
like
just
trying to
doing
not get knocked off. It's an attempt to like ride steady and even.
Right, I know. Back in the saddle.
So in that case,
again.
it's just Petra and Calvin.
Yep.
And Amaranth.
No, I'm
Amaranth
actually.
said she's out.
Mm.
She changed her mind. She's like, no, no.
Somebody walked
Sure,
past with a pitcher
Constitution. It
veil.
was like, yeah, no.
And somebody walked by with a pitcher veil, and she's like, nope, I'm out.
Suddenly feel
Oh, that-
queasy all of a sudden.
Yeah, a little too much for you. Okay, that case. Let me write down your opponents real quick. You will have 3 opponents, as I usually do for you. Okay.
So out of
Glass
curiosity,
cup.
if you do your animal handling and like staying, pushing, and staying in the saddle, do you get both rolls together?
Yeah. So if you do the third option, which is your constitution and your animal handling, you do both at disadvantage, and then I add the result together for that turn.
Got it.
Cal's gonna absolutely fucking dominate this, though.
Very potentially. He might.
Possibly.
Okay.
Well, you got a +3 to both.
Alright, so, that being said, we will... Okay, so, both of you walk up to the thing, you sign up, you pay your token fee, you're assigned to Zorn, they give you a saddle, and they help you get the saddle onto the Zorn. Then, they help both of you into the saddle. The 3 dwarves that are there to compete with you kind of laugh and climb up into the saddles all their own. They didn't need help, they're used to living here, used to working with Zorn. So, that being said, you guys all line up at the starting line. The race announcer comes down, kind of stands off to the side. Racers, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! And off you go. The race begins, I need you guys to decide what action you're taking for your first roll, or for your first lap, and then I need the rolls for that.
You go first, Petra.
Thanks. So the Constitution check is staying in the cell, and the other one's going faster, and then the third one's both, right?
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, so if you
Yeah,
do
at
the-
disadvantage. Yeah, I know.
the third one is at disadvantage. Yeah,
All right, so your choices are fast, faster, or fasteristus.
exactly.
I'm gonna completely fail and just do both at disadvantage, because why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I failed.
Okay, so Petra, you have a 28 bar.
I'll do the same.
Okay.
What the shit, man?
That
16
20
and a
was
20?
That was almost a 2, that 20.
All
Lucky
right.
then.
So, Cal and Petra, you burst off of the line, both of you, very quickly passing the dwarves. Cal, you have a strong and commanding lead of the race for lap 1. Lap 2 comes around. I need you guys to make your rolls.
Doing the same thing, because why not?
Yeah,
Okay.
same here. I'm doing the same thing.
And
Damn.
Petra's dead.
Cal
All right,
slowed down that time.
Petra, you got 18. Cal, you got 9. Okay, that puts Cal at that's 44. Petra, you are at 46, putting you just slightly in the lead. Then we have somebody that is at 36, somebody at 45. So, right on your heels, actually between you and Cal. And then we have somebody who's all the way dead last in the pack at 34. And you come around with Petra in the lead, followed by dwarf number 2, followed by Cal. Make your next rolls.
Same again.
Nat 1. Oh.
Let me see here. So, let's see. Cal, you got 16 on this run. Puts you at 60. And Petra, you got 21. Which puts you at 7. Finish doing all the math here. Messed up that math because I'm stupid. Hold on, that's... I apologize, there's a lot of math to do here. Hey. Okay. Petra, you are still in the lead, but just barely. There's a dwarf right on your heels. Cal, another dwarf has come up on you, and you two are fighting for 3rd place. Dwarf that's in the back is still very much in the back. He seems to have trouble with his sword. Alright, next lap. Make your rolls. let me see. Cal, you got 21. That puts you at 81 for your score. Petra got 19, which puts you at 76 for your score. Petra, you have lost the lead by quite a bit, as dwarf number 2 finally takes the lead from you and heads way past. And dwarf number 1, that was right even with Cal, goes blowing past you as well, putting Petra in 3rd place. Sorry, putting Petra in 4th place as Cal goes passing Petra. The dude in the back is still very much in the back.
I call cheating. I saw him pour nitrous down the Zorn's throat.
Okay.
The next rolls are going to be nat ones. Watch it.
All right. We have lap 5.
Petra's going
Make
dead
your rolls.
last.
You could do it.
No, she can't.
$22 and $22.
Alright, you both got 22? Nice. Okay. Alright. Cal, not willing to be shown up by anybody, goes blowing past all the dwarves, taking first for himself at 103 points. Petra, riding on his coattails, goes all the way back up to 2nd place. The other dwarves, hot on your heels. Except for the dude in last, who seems to still be struggling with his mount.
Petra invents
It is
Zorn
now
drafting.
the 6th and final lap.
Alright, time for some nat ones. Let's go, Petra. Don't disappoint me this time. She disappointed me.
Let's see. You have 17 for Petra.
27 for Cal.
And Cal, you have 27. Cal, you finish first with a commanding lead of 130 points. You have blown the competition out of the water. Petra, you actually come in 2nd. 115
Gross.
points. The
Not bad.
3rd place goes to dwarf number 2, who pulls in at 106 points.
Which means Petra has to admit that she's more like her mom than her dad now.
I mean, if we're being honest, she probably is.
Probably, yeah. But
I mean, you like to admit it.
Al, you've won 1st place. It's 10 tokens for you. Petra, you've won 2nd place. 5 tokens. Dwarf number 2. Nobody likes you. Go away.
You're not even got a name, dwarf.
Yeah, dwarf number 2. You're just opponent number 2. You're random NPC number 8765.
Oh.
His name is now Sprinkles.
Alright, Sprinkles. Okay. Sprinkles the dwarf. That. Yeah.
I was going to call him Dust because that's what he just did.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. He just got fucking absolutely left behind. You were
I think I had to be-
24 points ahead of all the dwarves.
I think I'd like to go back to my name, which was dwarf number 2.
Sprinkles the dusty dwarf.
Sprinkles the dusty dwarf.
Alright, we have about 20 minutes until break time. What would you guys like to do?
Oh, let's go for arm wrestling.
You want to do the arm
Yeah!
Yes.
Yeah!
wrestling? Okay.
Time to watch Petra get absolutely fucking steamrolled.
Arm wrestling. So, who all's doing arm wrestling? Windsor?
Yep.
Alright. Petra, are you doing arm wrestling? Okay.
Yeah.
Petra's loving this festival. She's having the time of her life. Anybody
We
else doing
convince
arm
Amrat to
wrestling?
go too.
I have
Gal?
like a
No, not me.
I have like a minus. I have like a -1 in strength. There's no way I'm doing with fucking arm wrestling unless you
Neil, are
want
you
my
doing
arm to
it?
break.
Nah, I only have a +1. That's not happening.
Okay, so
Slip
does
on some
Windsor
gauntlets of
and
ogre
Petra.
power, you're fine.
I'll do the dragon race. Is what I'll do.
Okay, then we'll do Dragon Race as soon as we've done the arm wrestling here. So, the way that this works, contestants are paired and each places one arm on a surface with their elbows bent and touching the surface, and they grip each other's hand. Obviously. The goal is to pin the other's arm onto the surface, the winner's arm over the loser's arm. The players, that's you, will be making athletic checks, and the one who failed loses.
Okay.
And it's just going to be direct athletics check to athletics check versus these dwarves here, or you can go against each other if you so choose. You
Okay,
can
just-
buy in with one token, or much like several of the other competitions, you can bet the person against you a certain amount, and they can match or decide not to, take the bet. You guys good with that?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, then let me little grid here. Alright, so that being said, Windsor, you walk up and you see a pretty stout, strong dwarf sitting at a barrel, his arm just resting on it, hand up, waiting for somebody to come and stick their hand into his. Come over, you sit down on the other stool on opposite of the barrel, take his hand, set your elbow down, you're ready to go. You both
Big
throw
wet
your
kiss.
token on the table. Do you throw any extra tokens?
I bet 2 more tokens.
2 more tokens for a total of 3 tokens. Okay. The dwarf is willing to match your bet, and so you now have a pool of 6 for you. Petra, you do the same thing. You find somebody that looks relatively strong, sit down across from them, and put your rather small in comparison hand in theirs, and they kind of laugh, kind of, fully expecting to smash you through this barrel. What's your bet?
I'll put in 3.
Okay, a bet of 3, so a pool of 6, and the dwarf is willing to match that. Okay, so you guys are going to make your athletics checks, and I'm going to roll for the dwarves.
Athletics is a strength-based thing.
Yes, it is.
Does that mean things?
Yes, it does.
So she get advantage because it's a
She does.
strength ability check.
I think Petra was trying to be sneaky about that.
Going to be subtle.
Subtle, that's the word. Yes, Petra, subtle. Go together like.
True.
All right, so
Be subtle about it. Who's Ethan?
Windsor
Did you get that,
with a
Doug?
16.
So you just rolled a nat 20, didn't you?
Grab hold of this dwarf's hand,
No.
and you go, "Hit!" and slam his wrist down on the barrel so hard you worry that you broke his arm. He rolled a nat 1.
Wow.
Damn.
Damn!
Petra, with a 24, you grin as you grab hold of this dwarf's arm and you push with all of your might and very slowly manage to get this dwarf's arm down against the table. Both of you do win. Your pot of 6 won.
Yay.
You guys get up, move to the
Yippee!
other barrels with new opponents, sit down across from them, grab hold. What are your bets?
3.
I'll
again.
put in 3 again.
Okay, 3 on each of you, so a pool of 6. Go ahead and make your athletics checks. Windsor's opponents like to roll like shit, apparently, and Petra's do not. Alright, let's see. Windsor, with a 15, you just barely managed to put your opponent's arm down to the barrel. But that gives you your pool of 6, which raises you by 3. Petra, you got a 21. You grab hold of this dwarf's arm and you push with everything you have, and this arm is just not budging. I need you to make another athletics check.
Oof.
18.
Goodbye.
You're pushing as hard as you can. The dwarf's on the other side pushing back, but you feel their arms start to give out as they go down, and you win. That gives you the pot.
I have 12 again. I have 12. Yeah. Okay.
You guys get up and you head to a third set of barrels each. Sit down across from the dwarves. Take their hands. Throw your bets. What are your bets?
Another
3 again.
Same.
Both going for 3s. Okay. Make your rolls. Windsor is just lucking out with my rolls right now.
Maybe not.
That's 12. Grab hold of this guy's arm and you struggle and you put all of your weight into it. And it slowly goes down as you barely manage to beat this dwarf across from you. Petra with a 25. You grab this dwarf's arm and you've gotten pretty good at arm wrestling at this point. You think you've pretty much figured out, and you go, BAM! Oh, sorry! As you nearly break his arm off.
Ouch.
I can't
guy.
believe it. I think I broke something.
You hear a snap, but you don't see the barrel break.
You hear a snap, but there's no crackle or pop around, so you're good.
You made nine tokens each. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
9 tokens.
Yeah, because you bet 3.
Right.
Yeah, so you
So
bet
you only
3,
make 9.
they bet 3, you got their 3.
Yeah. So you only make 9 total on
okay.
top of your total bet,
Yeah.
whatever
3
whatever your
steps,
total.
3 steps back, 6 steps forward. Okay. And then Amaranth wanted to do something before we go to our break.
Yeah, I wanted to do the dragon racing, which is just basically lizards with sticks on their as wings.
Oh, that put me at 51 because I had 46.
So, dragon racing. Let
Sorry
me
about it.
pull that up real quick.
Where's Hiccup?
So, dragon racing. You're going to pick one of 12 lizards, okay? And they're all going to be just different colors, and they have, like I said, little harnesses on with little twig wings coming off of the harness, okay? And then there is a 30-foot track. Each of the lizards are going to attempt to run to the end of the track. Obviously, you want your lizard to get there first. So I'm going to track this the best way that I can here, which is I'm just going to have a bunch of lines across. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
This is where you get to roll your own wizard. Your own dragon, sorry. Just get a d20, just roll it, see which direction it goes.
So, Amaranth, tell me about the lizard you picked. What color is it? Why'd you like it?
It's pink, and because I like it because it's pink.
Okay.
How predictable.
It's pink. Alright. Petra, are you betting on the dragon races?
No.
Cal?
Yeah, I'll go for a green one. It looks like it
Okay.
reminds me of a dryad.
Alright, so you pick a green one. Is New betting on the dragon races?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Tell me about the one you picked.
I'm gonna pick one that's black.
Okay.
Why you gotta be black?
That's my
Oh, she's white.
Monochrome, baby.
Perfect.
Windsor, are you betting on the dragon races?
No.
Okay. In that case, I need the three of you to roll a d20.
My one's called Swift.
I call the big one Bitey.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, actually. This is big smart of me here. Okay, check this out. I'm gonna take these dice that I've got right here. Okay. And I've got this lovely mat with a bunch of squares on it. And I'm gonna do this, make it easy for myself. So give me just a second to set this up. We're gonna have 12 of these little buggers.
Just remember,
Here's your pink lizard.
she's a professional. She does this, you know.
Yes, I am.
She's prepared.
I am. I have a little break mat and everything that I can use for my 12 lizards. Bam. 12 lizards all set up. Good to go. Okay, so. Amaranth, you got a 16. Your lizard moves forward. New, with a 9, your lizard doesn't move. Gal, with a 3, your lizard actually walks backwards. Off in the wrong direction around the track.
Okay.
Now let me move these guys.
Oh, did we say how much we were betting? Is it just one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you bet 1, you can add more to your bet if you want, and then based on your place, you get a certain amount of rewards multiplying your bet. Did you want to create your bets? Thank you for reminding me. I did forget that because I was setting this up.
Oh, well, I was thinking, it's horses meant to bet a certain amount.
Yeah, you're supposed to bet a certain amount. So what would you guys like to bet? Starting with Amber.
I'm gonna bet another 1, so it's 2.
Okay, so you want to do 3? Okay.
So you're gonna bet to win, place, or
yeah,
show.
2. Sorry, not. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just gonna wait and see before we get.
Right. And Cal, what's your bet?
I'll bet 3 total.
Okay, you're betting 3, and then you. What are you betting?
I'm just sticking with 1.
Okay, and you is doing 1. Okay, so Amaranth, your lizard runs 5 feet in the correct direction. Then we have Cal's ran the wrong way, which is just lovely. Then New, yours also ran the wrong way. As you look at the board, you see that, or as you look at the track, see that a few lizards have also run forward, which is good news for the people betting on them, bad news for you. Make your next roll.
Someone's just giving up at this point.
Like, can I live with you instead? I don't want to do this race.
Does Mom just jump into my arms and go, "Hey"?
Just let Petra rage and just put her in there, and just paint her.
Just
Just
chases
put
the
sticks.
lizard.
No, because form of the beast,
Shove the tail.
and she'll look like a lizard.
Then I could definitely call the big one Bitey.
Okay, so Amaranth, your lizard continues going forward down the track, slowly but surely. Cal, yours is still running the wrong way. It hasn't turned around yet. New, yours figured out that it was supposed to be moving, so it is, in fact, moving forward now. And I need you guys to make your next rolls for your dragons. Okay. Amaranth, yours stops moving forward. It's pretty comfortable where it's at now. Yeah,
Move,
yours
you
finally
bitch.
figures out the correct direction to go and begins running back towards the starting line. New, yours does the opposite. It turns around and starts running back towards the starting line. You see that Amaranth's dragon has lost the lead. There is now one blue dragon that's made it a fair bit ahead.
Bitch, you better fucking move.
Get your next rolls. Better move or I'll shank you, lizard.
I'll eat ya.
Yeah, Steve, your one's a
Wow.
that's funny.
Wow.
All I can imagine is just little differently colored monitor lizards running.
Pretty much.
Are they CRT or LCD monitor lizards?
I hate you. On all levels. Roll initiative.
Vacuum tube.
New, your lizard is still heading in the correct direction. Just finally, or has figured out, yeah, keep going that way. So they're still heading in that correct direction. Amaranth, your lizard that was once the lead has turned around and is going back towards the starting line.
That's it, eat you, bitch.
Cal, yours decided, no, they liked the other direction more, actually. Turns back around and starts heading away from the starting line. Make your next rolls.
A good thing this is only one lap.
Yeah. This is take a long ass time if it was more than one lap.
Cal actually makes it to the finish line by going the wrong way, the opposite way.
Probably.
Shit, I just dropped my time. Okay. Amaranth, yours does not move. Gal, with 11, yours does not move.
Don't mind that.
And New, 15, yours moves forward. News is now in third place. Amaranth, yours is in fourth, kind of fifth. Side by side with another lizard. There are two lizards that are getting a commanding lead at this point. Make your next lizard rolls. Yeah, if it makes you feel better, yours actually is not doing the worst.
How?
There's one that has moved backwards every single turn.
Ouch.
Okay. Let's see. Amaranth with a 10. Yours still isn't moving. It's pretty comfy where it's at. Gal. Yours with an 8. Pretty happy where it's at. It's found a nice warm spot. It's just going to lay there for a minute. New with a 12. Yours is also pretty comfortable where it's at. Interestingly enough, that makes News tied for first now, as the two that were in the lead have turned around and started going back towards the starting line. Next rolls.
I like how it did the nat 1 instead of the 19.
You started moving, yay!
It got enough energy now, it now wants to run around.
Okay, now let's see. Amaranth, 8. Not move. Cal, yours is moving in the right direction again. Almost back to the finish line, or almost back to the starting line. And New, yours, after having enjoyed its little bit of rest, has turned around and gone the wrong way again. There is one lizard that is just slightly in the lead. And we have 4 lizards that are competing for second place. Make your next
Jesus.
lizard rolls.
Yay!
Just give up at this point.
This lizard that's going backwards, man, is so far off the track at this point.
At this point, it's just gone back into its cage and it's going to have a nap.
Pretty much, yeah. Since you guys have a webcam on me, this is the racetrack here. Let me show you real quick. This is the racetrack. This one has moved backwards 5 feet every round. This one's Cal's, by the way, right here. This
Yeah, it's starting line.
Yeah, this one's going all the way to the very back there. Ugh. Let me put my camera back there. Okay. Alright, make your next roll. For the record, you guys have to cross the line that says 6. You guys have made it halfway there.
You just had us roll.
Yeah,
Didn't.
and I'm doing that now, but that's where everything is at. So, let's go. New, yours moves back 1. Amaranth, yours moves forward 1. Cal, yours moves forward 1. You're past the starting line! Look at you!
Yay!
Make your next rolls. Maybe one day this race will actually end. Oh my god, the one that's been moving backwards the whole time? Didn't move this round.
Shock horror.
I know, right? Hey, Amaranth. You have a 13. Yours doesn't move. Cal, yours moves forward. New, yours moves forward. Amaranth is tied for first place. The rest of you are fighting for second and third. Make your next roll. Oh my god, the one that was going the wrong way has gone forward 1.
Yay! You know that has a lick of chance for yay.
Watch it win. That'd be hilarious. Okay. Amaranth, a 6. Yours doesn't move. Cal, a 3. Your lizard really likes hanging out near the start line as it turns around and goes back. New, with a 15, yours moves forward. Amaranth and you are tied with 2 others for second place. 1 lizard pulls ahead of the pack. Make your next rolls.
If you see my face drop, it's just. Smiling.
Amaranth with a 9.
Smiling
Yours
content.
does not move. Cal with a 2. Yours goes back. It is now at the starting line again. Mew with a 13. Yours does not move either. Interestingly enough, you guys are still all fighting for second place, as nobody has passed you yet. You're all just hanging out. Make your next roll. This is the longest dragon race in history.
That was so close to being an 18.
Oh, the one that was heading towards the back and then turned around has turned back around. It's going the other way again. These lizards, man. I'll tell you, I don't think they know where the finish line is. Although I will say,
I mean-
one of them was really close to crossing just now, and went the wrong way. So, you watch the one that's in the lead turn around and go back.
No, carry on forward. At least win the goddamn game.
Make your next dragon rolls. I dropped my die.
And that's the only 20 I'm gonna get today. That's me done.
Okay. The one that was in the lead that turned around and went the wrong way, realized it was going the wrong way, whipped around and went back in the correct direction, and is so close to crossing the finish line. Amaranth with a 20. Yours moves forward. Gal with a 17. Yours moves forward. And you. Yours moves forward. So we have Amaranth and New's Lizards are competing for second place. Cal, yours is trying to not be in last place. Make your next roll. This race might finally almost be over. Okay, let's see. Amaranth with a 12. Yours does not move. Cal with a 15. It moves forward. Look at you. New with a 17 moves forward.
Please tell me it's over.
The first dragon has crossed the finish line.
Yeah.
Now we need to find out who's second and third place. So, the first dragon has crossed the finish line. We can stop here if you guys want.
Yes.
And I can just look at the leaders on the board, and we call it there.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay. Then in that case, the winner and first place prize winner is the Blue Lizard number 10. In second place, we have Hughes Lizard. Congratulations, your Black Lizard came in second. And for third and final place, we have the Bright Pink Lizard that is Amaranth's bet. So, that being said, if your dragon did not place in the top 3, you do not get anything back from your bet. You lose the whole bet.
Yep.
First place gets 10 times their bet. Second place is the Black Lizard. With a bet of 1, you get 5 back. And
Now at 30.
Third place, with a bet of 2, you get 6 back. And that, folks, was Dragon Racing. And it was an experience.
It was excruciatingly painful.
Let's never do that again.
I think I'd rather
I was quite amused. For the record, in case you guys were wondering how our favorite wrong direction hero is, they're all the way back here now. Here's the starting line. And it's all the way back here.
Did they move farther in reverse than the first place lizard moved in the correct direction?
Yes. Yes, they did.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. They actually went 40 feet in the wrong direction. And the finish line was 30 feet in the correct direction. So if the finish line was back there, they would have won long ago.
So, break time?
That's what we're going to do. Yep. So we're going to take about a 10-minute break. We're going to come back. And then it's time for the grand bout. Sound good?
Yay.
Cool.
It's about
All right,
time.
so I will see you guys in about 10 minutes.
I call them baubles.
Okay, so we are back from break. That being said, as you guys finish up at the dragon races, you hear the announcer for the festival come over onto their podium and begin announcing that the final entries for the grand bout are due within the next 10 minutes. So you immediately go over, you spend your 10 tokens that you guys have set aside for this, for your entry fee, and you go in. You have to register yourselves as a team. What do you pick? Just the Wolf Sentinel Company?
I don't see why
Yep.
not.
Sounds
Okay.
like not.
Okay, so you guys register as the Wolf Sentinel Company, and you are told that you will be given your chance to take on one of the elite teams that work directly for the king, part of the Royal Guard. And if you are able to win, then you get a grand prize. And if not, then obviously you lose. It's a one-round kind of situation. You don't have to work your way up. It's not a tournament, it's a bout. So in that case, what's going to happen is when it's your turn, you will be brought into the arena, the Grand Coliseum, and you will have opponents on the opposite side, and you will have to beat them. Keep in mind, there are rules to the Grand Bout. You cannot use any intentionally deadly forces. So if somebody is down, they cannot be attacked. You cannot go for the kill, so to speak. Obviously, this is meant to be a friendly battle. That being said, if somebody goes down, you do not make death saving throws, okay? If you go down, you will go down to 1 HP instead of 0, and you will be considered out. The only way you can come back in is if somebody directly casts a healing spell on you, because, like I said, no death saving throws. However, when it would be your turn, you do get to make a roll, and if that roll is a nat 20, then you naturally gain some pep back and you're able to rejoin the fight. Okay? Make sense to everybody?
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
In that case, you guys all rush over, get signed up, go into the room where they tell you to wait, and they tell you you can go over to the side here. There's a lounge area where you can actually oversee the Coliseum. You go out there and you watch several fights. And you can see the people that are fighting in this Coliseum are quite sturdy. They are obviously very highly trained military forces. They're able to fight efficiently and effectively, and you're able to judge that this will probably or should be a rather difficult fight. That being said, eventually, you guys are called forward to step into the Coliseum.
Let's do this.
What's the game plan, folks?
Murder.
Throw Petra at him.
Yes.
Okay. Are we focusing fire?
Probably a good idea.
We're just trying not to murder.
So, you guys come in through what seems to be the north entrance of the Coliseum. You see that there's large stands and bleachers all around the edge of it, and there's quite a few people up on these multi-story rings of seats. And up on one end, opposite of where you entered, there's a large, what appears to be some sort of royal viewing box, or VIP box of sorts. And there's appear to be several people seated up there, all of them in fine clothing. This is likely the king himself and, several nobles. Across from you, you see that there are 4 dwarves. These dwarves are unique in appearance compared to each other. So firstly, you see one that's wielding a very large axe. Double-bladed axe. He's got a thick black beard, and he stands very firm and proud. It's clear that he's confident on the battlefield. Beside him, you see another dwarf that's just barehanded, got his fists up, he's ready to go. It's likely that this is some sort of brawler or fighter type that's just ready to come in fist swinging. You don't see any
monk.
weapons on him.
He's a monk.
Behind him, you see a dwarf in this gorgeous, decorated, ornate golden armor with a heavy shield and a hammer in the other hand. Other than that, it's hard to tell what he might do as far as skills-wise or how he might adjust the battlefield, but it's clear that he's confident with his weaponry. And lastly, in the very back, you see a dwarf that's lightly armored, but with a longsword, and he holds it in a slightly loose grip, like he's ready to just whip it around at speed. This is likely a very nimble fighter.
Okay.
They see you across from them, and they give a loud cheer in greeting, and the announcer steps into the VIP box at the very end, and using thaumaturgy, he makes his voice much louder so that everybody in the stands can hear him, and he says, "Welcome everyone! Welcome to the grand bout! Next we have the Wolf Sentinel Company against the Silver Raiders. Contestants, are you ready?"
Petra will scream.
Yeah.
The doors across from you will all raise their weapons and let out loud war cries. They're ready for battle.
All they see is the big battle axe on this halfling and just a bunch of little hand axes on her side.
At the same time, the crowd, seeing everybody in the arena so ready to go, the crowd is also cheering and shouting along. They're very excited to see this fight as well. So the announcer, after letting things quiet down for a moment, goes, "All right! In the name of the king, begin!" We are going to roll initiative now. I'm actually going to have them take one turn, which means it'll essentially be your guys' turn and then their turn, because there's obviously the only one, but we're going to go like that and roll initiative.
Mm.
Okay, so with those initiative rolls, we will be starting off with the dwarves going first. So, firstly, the dwarf with the battle axe comes rushing forward across, wanting to meet Petra head on. He sees a big axe, he's ready to go. He's seeing a 1-to-1 fight right there, and he's ready for it. So he runs forward, lifts up his axe, and brings it down with a heavy swing. With a 16 to attack. Will not hit Petra, I don't believe.
Nope.
Petra has 19, so that does not hit. And as his axe misses, you realize that he very quickly turns it around and brings it back. And this time, he kind of throws his whole weight into it as he attacks recklessly. With a 24 to hit. Which
Battle
will hit
Lord, that's
Petra.
not important.
For full damage, yay.
Yep. For full damage.
Can't you go into rage as a reaction?
No.
Oh, okay.
Which is 11 slashing damage to Petra. And he will then go for his third axe attack. Which will absolutely miss. As he rolled a nat 1. This person will rush forward. This person will only step here, and this monk will rush forward. So, the barehanded dwarven thunderer runs forward and takes a few punches at Petra. The first punch is a miss. Second punch, a miss. And the third punch is a 23, which will hit. And as the hit collides, there's a loud, thunderous, exploding sound as his fist blasts out this blue, static discharge. Petra, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Advantage.
Yes, you do have advantage.
Do I? Oh. Okay.
Probably
You're
doesn't
well
matter
fed
because that's a
today.
22, but still.
The 22, you feel the concussive force of this fist blast you backwards, but you plant your feet firmly to prevent yourself from being thrown backwards. You take... That was the wrong button. Hit attack roll, not damage roll. You take 7 thunder damage.
I guess she was thunderstruck.
And then he punches again for his fourth and final punch, which does not hit. Then this dwarf here, that is the fighter, will attack Windsar, because that's who is going to be the easiest for him. So as he pulls out his blade and gets ready, you see runes light up down the length of it. They begin glowing as he swipes his blade around. It leaves actually like streaks of magic behind it through the air.
Oh, so that's a great sword, not a long sword.
He's wielding it one-handed, and it is the size of a greatsword, but he seems to be wielding it as if it were a long sword. His
Master
attack
sword.
roll is 11, which will not hit you. And then as his blade comes around, he swipes across for a second, which
That'll
is
hit.
a 28 to hit. Which will hit. So he does 21 damage, 11 of which is radiant,
Okay.
as this runic blade slashes across you. The last one here in the back does not seem to do anything for the moment. Petra, your turn.
I'm gonna rage, take the form of the beast, grab that tail.
Okay.
Cause, yeah.
Right, so you're raging. What next?
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna use my tail to try to slash this barbarian here.
Okay.
And I miss.
A 19.
You would
Will
have
hit.
advantage because he hit you with a reckless attack.
Yeah, you have advantage
true.
on him.
I mean, I can just.
24. That will hit still.
I'll take it.
Could have been a crit, you never know.
Could have been.
Yes, just give me 1 second. Gonna grab a tab here. So I need to pull up something. I just need to fact check myself. Alright. Then damage. Won't be very much.
Six damage.
That'd
So
be
you-
slashing, I
You
think.
take this you take your large axe and bring it down and slash at him, and you hear it ding as it hits his metal armor.
That was her tail.
And he needs to make a
Oh, that
wisdom
was your-
saving throw.
Okay, so your tail lashes
Yeah.
out and smacks against his side, and you hear a loud pinging noise as it essentially deflects off of the metal. He definitely felt it, but very much less than you were hoping.
Yep. And now he has to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 17.
D17 wisdom saving. $19.
Okay.
Unlucky. 17! Rolls a 17. Fuck!
Alright, I guess I'll hit him again.
Okay.
What with? Oh, that one. Okay.
Yep.
Going with the tail again. Alright. 18 barely hits.
I mean, technically it's still at advantage because all attacks against him are at advantage.
Yeah, for this turn.
Yeah.
That's true.
So 18 does hit.
Why not?
Try for
I'll
that
take
crit.
the 18.
20. It's even better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. That's
You
true.
get more gooder.
I hit Getter.
You hit more hittier.
Yeah.
Hit, hop, hit, hop.
Right,
Alright.
so
Do it again.
6 more
What?
damage.
Why is it? I think he needs to make another wisdom saving throw.
Potentially. Does it say that it's every hit?
It doesn't.
Da-da-da.
With your when you can curse your target. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or suffer one of the following effects.
This is under features, right? Where is it at?
Yeah.
It's part of
Well,
the
this
beast,
is
right?
this is under the form of the beast. Yeah. Can use this feature a number of times equal to my proficiency bonus, which is 3. No, 4. What? No.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll say yes to make another one. Wisdom saving throw.
You move Petra.
Yeah, that was because I was trying to get the freaking thing to pop up because Foundry broke it. Saving throw.
Nah.
Which he does
And
not.
now he has to use his reaction to make a melee attack against the Thunderer.
Nice.
Okay. So he will then make a melee attack against the Thunder. Which is a 27 to hit. The Thunderer. Wait, oops. Is the wrong button. Oh no, I still have to do that now. So it hits. I have to roll the attack again because I accidentally wrong freaking button. Yes, we already know it hits. Damage! Normal. That is 15 to the Dwarven Thunderer. Apply that to the correct one. There we go. Okay. That is reaction done.
And that is the end of Petra's turn.
Okay, that's the end of Petra's turn. Windsor, what are you
She
doing?
did some pretty good damage there.
Okay, Windsor's going to fire up his whips, fire, and
Okay.
attack the barbarian.
All right.
And he's going to go with Fury of Blows as well, so. $19.
19 will hit. And damage.
6.
26 hits.
Ignore that, I hit the wrong button.
Critical? Wow!
Yeah. 10 damage. Okay.
18.
18 hits. $13 more damage.
And last attack.
Okay. 25 will hit. Look at you, actually hitting for once.
Well, the advantage helped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 10 more damage.
That'll be on my
Okay.
turn.
Cal, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take a little bit of movement back.
Game is paused.
Yep. I apologize.
I'll do. And I will shoot the barbarian.
Okay.
Oh god.
This poor fucker.
Okay, well, that's gonna hit.
Oh dear. Right. Okay.
Okay. Try not to murder him.
This is all non-lethal, right?
Use blunt arrows. Still goes through his eye socket out. 60. Jesus.
68. Okay.
Plus
Yeah.
4.
72 radiant damage. 68.
Plus 10, because obviously it would be the 6 plus 4.
Jesus.
So that's 78 damage I just did to him.
Okay.
Well,
that is
minus
a
his.
solid hit.
You felt that, Aaron?
Roll it,
Yeah.
draw.
He's looking pretty injured from that.
That arrow went through that armor. Just went,
Yeah, no, his
Straight
armor
under the
did
underarm.
nothing to protect him from that one.
I found the kink.
Was it feet picks?
No, it wasn't. No. It's
Oh.
bearded ladies. Bearded
Ah, that makes
ladies.
sense. Yeah.
Dwarf inner.
Yeah.
Dwarven
Obvious.
females is his kink. Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes. In turn.
Okay. New, what do you do?
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and do this her. That looks decent.
Oh no.
And I subtle spell or careful spell that too. So I
Okay.
said, yeah.
So those two are in the same. Oh, careful spell. Oh, nice.
Which means it won't affect any of the 5 of us, but it'll affect them. And that's my turn, but I'm also going to call out to Cal and Amaranth, say that we should probably focus on the one in the back that seems like their support and probably potentially dangerous.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Okay.
Treasure doesn't have any health potions. Whoop.
So I'm going to. Let me just double check. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Cool. I'm casting that on him.
On who?
On the guy in the back.
Okay. Immolation. Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. This says when they enter the area of effect for the first time. Would that trigger when I place the spell then?
Yes.
Okay. Then they need to make a dexterity 18 saving throw.
$16, he does not save, and I will do saving throw for these guys. Runelay. Fails. Monk dude. fails.
They are all
And
restrained and take 6 damage.
there's still one more to go.
No, there's only 3 of them in there. You rolled all 3.
But for
Nope.
me.
Nope.
Yeah, I rolled the one in the back, and I rolled the 2 that are in there. I still have one more that's in there.
Oh, the one in the back
The
doesn't need to make a roll.
barbarian makes the save. No, the one in the back takes the roll for Amaranth,
Yeah.
whose turn it actually is. Okay, so the 2 on the left did not make the saving throw.
6 damage and are
The
restrained.
barbarian did. Okay.
Cool. So he takes 8d6 damage, and on a failed save, the target also burns for the spell's duration.
Okay.
And it will take 4d6 damage on a failed save. Spell ends on a successful one. Yeah. At the end of its turn, obviously, it does another saving throw.
Okay.
Takes 4D.
So many dice. Okay, that is 39 damage.
Nuke it.
It rolled all of them at the same time.
Yeah, I realize that. If you want to take, like, 4 out.
I'm just gonna take out the last 4, which is 3, 1, 5, and 3.
Yep.
So that's 12 off of that, so 27 damage.
Yeah, I need to update that now.
Also, I just realized his stat sheet's broken. What? Oh. Okay. Yeah, so he is injured and then he is on fire, correct?
Yes.
Let me assign a status here just so I remember. Where's convenient effects when you need it? Okay, there's levels. On fire, submit changes. There we go.
Use of Vex.
Oh,
Black
he is on
Commission.
fire now. Look at that. I'm amazing.
Well done.
Okay.
Cool. That's the end of my turn.
All right. That makes it their turn again,
The
right?
2 that are restrained take 12 damage, and they all have to... The one that's not restrained has to make that DC check again.
You take 12 damage, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
And if that one fails the DC check, he'll take the 12 damage too, and become restrained.
It's a dexterity 18, you said?
Yep.
That is fail.
We're not here to murder. Remember that.
No,
I
but you are here to
did.
try to win.
As soon as he goes from, like, you know, severely injured, I will lose concentration on the spell so he doesn't die. Because if he ends up unconscious, he turns to ash.
Oh. Fun.
If the damage from the spell kills the target turns to ash.
Disintegration.
Now,
You don't want to get
Disintegrated
done to murder.
I will
Darth
say
Vader
that...
comes up and just points at you and goes, "No disintegrations."
Right, so now that it's their turn, this fighter here will move here. Now,
can't
before
move,
you
he's restrained.
before you say he's restrained, he is not restrained. As your tentacles reach out to grab him, it fails to do so. They seem to just phase through him, unable to touch him. Little,
You bitch.
yeah. You seem unable to actually grab him with the tentacle, and he moves freely from it. He still took the damage because he failed the roll, but he was able to just simply step through the tentacles as if they weren't even there. Whether or not he plane shifted or has some sort of ability that prevents him from being grappled, you're not sure, but he definitely just completely ignored that. The others are absolutely grappled. They are unable to move. They are restrained. But he seems like he can't be restrained. The one in the back here will step forward. And he will cast...
Counterspell!
Yeah, that's a reaction, so it's too late.
There's no way for me to hit the upcast on this. So I'm
do you
going
mean?
to have to manually...
Does he have the spell slot for upcast?
Yes, but the way NPC sheets work, they're kind of dumb. So there's
Okay.
no way for me to, like, do that. Let me-
Yeah, can't I still counterspell it?
maybe if I do this. Hold on.
Oh, you're counterspelling. Okay.
Yeah, I'm counterspelling.
Because she said Andy cast and you yelled counterspell, so.
Let me go. Hold on. Let me try and get this to actually. Will you let me upcast you? No, it won't. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and use your counterspell.
Okay, and then
Let me double check exact that I'm not crazy and I know exactly what counterspell does because I don't want to. Okay. Okay, then I need you to make a ability check using your spellcasting ability, which I believe is Charisma.
yes.
Okay, so then I need you to make a Charisma check.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pretty sure that passes.
That barely passes, actually. Well,
But it
with her
passes.
with her modifier, it more than barely passes. But, yeah. Okay, so you see him pull out his hands to the sides and energy begin to glow around them, and you quickly whip out a counterspell, and the energy in his hands shatters like it breaks apart. And he grins, kind of impressed, as he moves around the edge. Hold on, let me double check his movement.
How fucking high was
Rocky,
that
watch me pull a
spell
rabbit out of his
cast?
head.
The DC's only 10 plus the spell
Mhm.
level.
Make it. It goes
That
like
was a
that.
19.
So he steps in,
And
and he will have to
dexterity
make
check?
his save. I'm aware.
I'm so glad I took counterspell. I was like, I need to take this because I know you only have limited spell slots, so I was like, if I take it, then I can at least then do it. Damn.
Perfect. Okay. So he steps in, now that he's forced to do so, and he instead casts Cure Wounds as his action, because you canceled his bonus action of Mass Healing Word. So he is going to do Cure Wounds. It won't let me upcast this. I'm going to have to do situational bonus. He's upcasting it. That, I believe. 23 HP.
Oh.
That's a 6th level spell.
Yeah. It is. That's the 6th level spell. There's a reason why it's 4 of you. Why is this not applying the healing?
It did. It said he's now barely injured.
Oh, did it? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it said he was
okay.
badly
It
injured, but it's barely
didn't
injured.
update on his sheet. I had to close his sheet and bring it back open. And
Yeah,
then he's
that's
going to
fair.
use the last of
Yeah.
his movement speed to literally just step out the side. End of his turn. This dude is going to use this ability here. He's going to use Actually, no, he's going to save that. He's going to use his greatsword and actually turn and swipe at Windsor with advantage. Or, sorry, normal, because he's restrained.
Yep.
But there's the dude opposite. So, he's going to attack at normal on Windsor. 16
That hits.
will hit Windsor. For 14 damage. And he'll make his second attack. 14, which will not hit. And then he's going to action surge. Do it again. $19 will hit. For 16 more damage. And... oops, that was... I rolled damage twice. Again. I meant to roll attack. With the 16, ignore the last one. And then... attack this time. And that is a 20 to hit, which will hit. Why did the thing go away? I don't know why they broke everything, but it's annoying. Now I have to roll this. So the 20 will hit. Let me just do this. I apologize for the weird janky shit. Normal damage. That's 10. So that's the 16 and the 10 for that. Okay? So those are his 4 attacks that he can do there. And then, as his bonus action, going to chug a potion.
Reaction. I'm gonna smack him. Alright, let's do one try.
Yep, because he hit the dude. And because he hit Windsor. But he's going to heal himself up fully. Which puts him back up to his maximum HP. Boom. And then you have your reaction because he hit somebody other than you. So go ahead and make your attack. $18 will hit him.
Yeah, once you're done, just to let you know.
You cut out, Bex. We can't.
Sorry, just again, just to let you know, this dude's got to do a check, DC check, but I'll let you do all of them, all the
Correct.
actions.
Alright,
Yeah,
I
'cause
need
he's
to
on
add
fire.
1d6 to this.
Yes.
Boom.
11 damage. Make sure I got the right person selected here. Don't want to accidentally apply to somebody. And that's slashing damage, so it is half. Okay. So, he turns and attacks Windsor with 4 brutal slashes with his axe. Petra, you see an opportunity and take it, and immediately jump on him with your axe, striking out. Catching him firmly in the side with the blade. This dude here is actually going to turn around and attack New. Because New is the one concentrating on this spell here that is pinning his friends in place. So he is going to attack. $14 barely hits New.
Damn it.
Man.
For 21 damage, and I need you to make a concentration save. It should be Constitution. For your concentration.
I can't, like, right-click apply this. What the fuck is this?
I'll do it.
Wait, is it because I don't have me select? There I go.
Oh,
Did you
Make sure you're
yeah,
selected.
I already did it. So don't apply it to yourself twice. But I do need you to make your concentration throw.
Don?
She's concentrating on the tentacles.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that is a fail, so your spell is gone and your concentration's over. So let me... They are no longer restrained. And your concentration is off. So let here go to here and I'll remove break concentration. There we go. Okay. Then he will take his second swipe at you. 17 will hit for 21 damage.
You should have just applied it to yourself twice at that point.
And as a bonus action, he is going to activate Rune of Warding.
What does that do?
You don't know. You just see him.
It wards him from runes.
You just see
obviously.
him swing his sword in a way that creates a rune in front of him. As I said, when he moves his blade through the air, you see this trailing light, and the way he moves it in front of him creates this rune in front of him, and you see it shatter and kind of envelop him. Now the monk has not attacked yet, and he's going to attack Windsar, because Windsar's right there, and he has advantage, because flank. He's going to attack with advantage.
Would he get advantage? Because the other guy isn't technically attacking him.
Well, I mean, he's surrounded, so that's kind of how we've done it so far.
Yeah, that's because we were attacking the same target. Okay.
No, it's fine. We'll do it. What you're saying makes sense, so we'll do it that way. So first attack is an 11, which does not hit. Second attack is a 27, which will hit for 9 thunder damage, and I need you to make a strength saving throw. Okay. (24) saves, and then he has 2 more attacks. That'll hit. And I need you to make another strength saving throw. 10 damage. (15) barely saves, but it does save. And then his fourth attack is a 22, which will hit for 11 damage. And then
Windsor goes
one
down to
final saving throw.
He's unconscious.
Yeah, you're unconscious, so you automatically fail anyway, which pushes you...
No, I'm not unconscious. I'm back to 1 hit point.
Yeah, well,
Oh, yes.
you're downed. Oh,
Well,
no,
no,
you have an
that would-
ability.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Relentless
In which
endurance.
case, you're pushed back because you failed the strength throw. And that's the end of his turn. This dude here has to make his saving throw. It was... which saving throw?
Dexterity based 18.
Yes, that's correct. Good job. Thank you.
Oh, of course he does.
Makes this save. Does that end the condition?
Yes, it does.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't just gonna assume that. He's no longer on fire. And he is going to cast. Hold on. Let me see how I'm gonna actually get this to work, because it's always weird.
Yeah, he
Hasn't he
already.
It's already
He
cast
already
spells. This is what
cast-
he
Oh,
used
you're
to.
right. You're right.
Action and
You're right.
bonus
He,
action.
yeah,
I was like,
he
huh?
healed this. He healed this turn. My bad.
Oh.
I forgot.
Everyone's like, yeah, no, I can't do that.
I'm glad you guys caught it. It was a complete accident. I was just going through the loops. Okay. In that case, then that's all of their turn is now Petra's turn. I need to find where my pen went. What are you doing for your turn, Petra?
I'm gonna slap the monk if I can.
Okay. Go for it. Uh, 24 will definitely hit the monk. For 18 damage. That's A heavy hit. He's definitely feeling that one.
Go again.
Okay.
That one. Watch it. Oh. Okay.
22 will hit. $18 more damage. You can see from your blows, he's definitely feeling it. They just saw you on camera. I hope you know that.
Alright, that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Windsar. You still have your 1 HP. What's your plan?
Okay, I'm going to use an action to drink a greater health potion.
Okay.
That's Acorn.
No, that's Haley.
Oh, is that Haley? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's hiding within a blanket.
No, you're not Haley? No. Okay. She
Are
said
you a
she's not
ghost?
Haley.
Oh, is she a ghost?
Are you a ghost? Yeah. She said yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Alright, so you're drinking a potion. As an action, right? So you get the full 20?
Yep.
Okay.
Now you're at 21 HP.
21.
Okay, and what do you plan to do with your bonus action?
I have no idea.
Run! No.
5 foot step back so you get advantage.
Yeah. Just see what all abilities I have that are bonus actions. None that I want to use. Okay. Yeah, that ends my turn.
Okay. Hal, what are you up to?
Oh, wait. I just saw one. Never mind.
Alright, Cal, what are you up to?
Sorry, did you want to say you were saying something, Doran?
Oh, I found a bonus action I could do, but I screwed up. So.
Okie dokie. So I'll steady my aim and shoot at the Thunderer with my longbow.
Okay.
Right over Petra's head. Petra's
24
used to it at
hits?
this point. She said Eldritch Blasts shot over her head.
You've been hurt by a fireball as well.
Yeah,
26 damage.
yeah, I have.
He is looking quite ragged at this point.
Okay.
Alright, and you, what do you plan to do?
I am gonna go ahead and just do this. Which
Sounds like
grants
a good
me
plan.
30 temporary HP.
Sounds like a really good plan.
Yeah, definitely.
And I don't want to use that yet because that could come in handy later.
Or it might not.
I guess that's it.
Imrian.
Okay. I'm going to cast this.
Nice.
Damage.
Just be careful not to kill the monk.
I'm trying not to, but do you want me to keep him out of the circle?
Oh no, well, it won't melt him, so it's fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
It'll just knock down the one.
Yeah, as long as you guys don't intentionally attack somebody that's down or anything, they won't die.
Okay, perfect. So there we go. So they just need to do a DC saving throw.
Okay.
And then what am I gonna do? No, I'll wait. I'll leave that. Wow, of course. I knew I should have fucking done it.
Wow.
Oh my god!
They still take
said
half
no.
damage though.
This
So-
is half damage. So
Alright, so one of them takes half damage.
Two of
One
them.
of them takes full damage.
Which one's the... No, the Thunderer takes no damage.
The Thunderer takes no damage.
Oh.
Which I think it just auto... No, it didn't. Okay.
No, I think it's because I've got this weird 4 arrow things. It selects them for some reason.
Yeah, it's telling you who's, like, it's automatically doing... I wish it didn't spam the chat like that, but you know how it is. Okay. Okay, so 34 acid damage.
Yeah.
Who saved? Let's see. It was the Thunderer and the Shield Bear. Shield Bear takes half. And the Battle Lord takes the full amount, hitting him quite heavily. He's looking fairly beat up now.
Good.
His previously healed wounds are definitely
Good.
reopening.
I know that feeling.
And then I'll cast Cooking Spell, because why not? It says
Oh my
I'm Game
God.
Master, which might be the reason why.
I think it's saying that because that's an automated thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
That is going to be on the monk. I'm doing this, just so you know.
Okay.
Is it a cantrip?
Yeah, it's a cantrip. And because I can now.
Because I can't.
Ah. Nice.
Okay. Eldritch
Excuse
Blast
me?
at the monk.
Yes.
27 will hit.
With 3 of them?
It's because of her measuring template.
Yeah, I know. It's just hilarious.
What is it? It's 1 beam, 2 beams at level 5, so I get another 1 as well. I'll just do 2.
Okay.
well, that might kill him, too.
3.
Yeah, because see, it's still got them all targeted.
Yeah, I need to kill
What?
the template.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to.
But you can't kill the template because it's an active spell.
So
It's done any after it, but it still selected them.
oh, there we go. Oh, you have them targeted. So if you double right click them, it should
yes.
untarget.
Ah.
Or on the left there's the person icon, and then there's like the little squares, and then beneath that there's like the concentric circles. That's your
Yeah,
target.
that's gone now.
Yeah,
It's
there you
gone
go.
now. Perfect.
So that's what it was.
Okay.
Oh, not
So
targeting.
3 damage on the monk.
Okay. 3 damage.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
I know, right? Could do. Never know.
Second beam.
Second beam, same as the first. Wait.
It still hit all 3.
17 will hit.
That's better.
Much better.
10, that's a lot more damage. He's looking quite bloody at this point. Seems that the monk could go down at any point.
Fucking go down now.
Giggity?
Yes.
Okay, you heard it, Toonie. We inflated the tires. You get to ride the bike.
No.
Alright.
Don't touch me.
Alright, it is their turn. We're gonna start off.
The one takes damage from Vitriolic Sphere now. Didn't fail to
Mhm.
save.
Okay,
Reminding
so,
Amaranth.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, what is his damage for his failed save?
5d4 acid.
Yeah, I was meaning roll it.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I just need to do it. Because it doesn't come up anymore now.
Yeah,
Nope,
unfortunately.
you got
like
a
I
little
said,
thing in the lower right-hand corner.
there seems to be quite a bit of stuff. Yeah, we have a dice tray for a reason. It works. 11 damage. Okay. Alright, and we are going to start off with this guy rushing forward to here, and he is going to cast...
Counter spell.
Silence! I kill you.
It's on him, so it'll be right there, which means Windsor won't be in it. He casts Spirit Guardians. So, I need the three of you.
I'm counter spelling it, by the way.
Okay. In that case,
Ready.
I need you to roll the check for me. Charisma check.
Okay, cool. And then because I've upcast it as well. Oh, you cast this one, wasn't it? This was what we were with no sense. You use this one. Cool. Ugh!
Okay.
Inspiration? Do you have inspiration?
You have inspiration?
Do I get inspiration for the recap?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give it to you? Yeah.
No.
Then we'll just say you have it and you're spending it here. Okay.
Okay, let's try again.
Reroll.
Yes.
That's better.
21! We'll do it. So,
Yay!
in that case, you see this holy magic begin to envelop around him, and you see these angelic creatures start to form with all sorts of radiant weaponry, glowing axes and things. And you quickly say, no, not dealing with that bullshit. Cast counterspell, and all of the visage of these creatures just shatters, and the magic dissipates. Let me remove...
I ain't having that shit. I know what that does, and it's annoying as fuck.
Oh, you don't like it?
No.
I need
Especially if it's
to-
against me.
need to- this is- Okay. So, I'm glad you know what that does.
It's
'cause that
so
would have
funny.
been terrible.
Yeah, no, not having that, mate. That's gotta go.
I get to see Amrath, this guy, he casts a spell, he just goes, nope. He goes again, nope.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it's gone so far.
Yeah, sorry about that, mate. You're not having that.
Mage's duel versus a pitcher's duel.
Yeah. Okay. And then as a bonus action, he's going to... Why is this not letting me upcast? Let me re-add this to his sheet. That's probably the problem. I think it... Yeah, it's listed as innate spellcasting, and it really shouldn't be. It should be taking up his spell slot.
Yeah, that's what I had to do for News innate spellcasting, is I just dragged a duplicate copy
There.
into her normal spell list.
Okay.
Alright.
And we're gonna have to do it at this level here. Okay. Yes. So, that is 9 healing to his bloodies. Boom, boom, boom. Fly healing. There we go. Now, this dude here that was attacking you watches her put up that piece of armor. Shifts targets.
Of course you do.
You're fighting intelligent enemies this time.
No, I don't want to.
I mean, you complained that you never fight spellcasters. You never fight intelligent
I
enemies.
know, and I'm happy to fight spellcasters, not fight melee people who can hurt me.
A 26 to hit will hit. Or
Misses.
I have the wrong target in here, but there we go. Okay, so that hits for 20 damage. And then he takes his second attack with his sword. It was almost a 5. You almost got lucky-ish.
Oh, so close, but it wasn't.
But it was a 24. So, you also take 26 more damage. So, a total of a lot.
It hurts. Everything hurts.
I assume you want to do Hellish Rebuke? as your reaction? Okay, dexterity 18 saving throw. Dwarven Runeblade. Which he fails.
Ooh, big damage.
Yeah,
Next
boy.
damage.
Ooh, goddamn.
Alright!
Next damage.
That definitely hurt him. So he slashes you, and fire launches up the blade and down his arm, burning his entire side. He lets out
So,
a loud
someone's-
grunt of pain.
Someone once told me if someone hurts me, I have to hurt them back. I don't remember who it was, but it sounded very important.
And these people obviously are going to step forward out of the acid sphere.
But it's gone now because it's
Yeah, it's
instantaneous.
Oh,
It's instantaneous.
that's right. Yep.
So they're definitely stepping out of it.
Yeah. Then they're not gonna bother stepping out of it. I'll move them back. Why is it not letting me? There it goes. Okay. Then, in that case, the monk will attack Petra.
Let's say the
Right
battle master
there.
can't move because he got restrained because he got hit by Petra.
That's right, because she has Sentinel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. I forgot.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. And he is going to. Also, I've been hitting the wrong button, but he's going to be doing this to Petra. So make the attack roll, which will miss.
Oh,
Good. A
that
second
showed up
time.
as almost a 20 on my page.
He misses the second one. Does he miss the third one? 16 does indeed miss, and his fourth hit is a 20, which will hit. I need your strength saving throw, and I'll roll damage.
Where?
So
three
21
days come
thunder
from?
damage.
You rolled a 1, so you're lucky activated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got a 15. So you make the saving throw. So as this thunderous fist blasts into you, you feel it trying to shove you back, but again, you just plant your feet firmly and don't let it push you away. You do take the 21 thunder damage.
Okay.
And then that is the end of his turn. Obviously, the dude in front of you with the big giant axe is just going to do what he does best, which is to attack you with his big swinging axe. $29 will hit. For 9 damage, halved because you're raging.
Yep.
And his second attack, 26. Which is 14 half. And that is all of their turns. So now it is your turn, Petra.
I'm gonna stick with my gun and I'm gonna slap this guy again.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Alright. Try and focus him down, burn him one out, or burn him one
Yep.
at a time. Smooth plan. Bad you can't hit for shit.
That's okay. I still hit him.
You do. 2 damage.
I would have loved if that was just enough, but it's like, and he's down!
That would have been pretty great, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have been lovely.
Okay, let's try that again.
Much better.
Now that one will hit.
Let's see, 1d6 and
Big damage, big damage.
big damage.
Yeah, not bad.
19.
Big
So
damage.
the
no
first
whammy.
axe swings by and misses. The claws come out the back of the axe and slice at him. which throws him off as your second attack comes around. He wasn't expecting that, making it a lot easier to nail him with that second hit, doing nearly vital damage. He's barely standing at this point.
Okay. It's the end of Petra's turn.
Windsor, can you hit the monk from there?
Oh, I can do this. I can move to
I'll
there.
say, because you've got 10-foot reach, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got a 10-foot reach, so I can move from
Non-lethally.
there and I'll attack.
Okay.
It's almost a
21 will hit.
You're targeted on the rune blade, that's why
Yeah, I
that
know.
came out.
That's fine. 12 damage is enough, and the monk goes down. That should not say dead.
Unconscious.
Yeah. Hold on, isn't there a button somewhere?
Yeah, there's an unconscious somewhere. Right click and go to conscious, and they'll go lie down on their base. Oh, wrong. Okay, so the question is, do I have to? So I get my action. I get 2 attacks. Can I change targets?
Yeah, of course you can. You can
Yeah.
always you can hit multiple things at once if you want
Yeah,
to.
I mean, I switch targets sometimes
Yeah,
when
okay.
I'm fighting.
Now, can I move before doing my second attack?
Yes.
Second or first?
Yes.
Someone who doesn't do slashing damage should probably take on the barbarian.
Unfortunately, that doesn't give you advantage because Petra wasn't targeting the
Oh, okay.
rune blade.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, because
Yep, no,
same thing happened with the other one.
Yeah, because that's what we decided earlier.
Still hits.
22 will hit. All damage.
Flurry of blows. That will not hit.
You're right, that does not hit.
16.
16 will not hit.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, Cal, what are you doing?
Right. I am gonna. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna move first.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take an aim shot and shoot this guy.
Okay.
Please move farther.
I don't need to move further.
I think she's worried about pushing him into you.
That's fine.
27 will hit.
Big
9
damage.
damage. So, you run around the back, shoot at him, find a small weakness in his armor, and lodge an arrow into it firmly. There's a loud ka-ting as the arrow slips between the plates.
I'm just gonna take one step back here.
Opportunity attack.
Yeah.
They can try that.
Which one first?
What?
Which one's taking the opportunity attack first?
The rune blade is gonna go. Which will hit for 19 damage.
He takes 30.
When did you cast Armor of Agatha?
Yeah,
She
she
cast it
did.
a while ago.
That
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
so.
like 2 turns ago.
And then the Dwarven Shield Bearer.
I forget, does that absorb X amount, or is it just one hit?
24 to hit. For 12 damage.
Also takes 30 damage. And then I'm just gonna... Fine.
$24 on the Rune Blade.
Yep.
That'll hit. For 2
Why is
damage.
it... Wait. No. Why is it not calculating my agonizing blast?
That is strange. We'll just add the 5
It's like
there.
1d10 plus 0.
Yeah, that's really odd. I don't know. Foundry broke something again. I apologize. But we know that it's a 5, so...
But now you
Seven.
get all your. But now you can get
Oh.
all the cautious, hideous colored.
14.
14 does not hit.
Alright.
He gets pushed back 10 feet.
Do we get opportunity attacks?
No,
No,
he's
because of
pushed
force
back.
movement.
Yeah, I know.
1, 2,
It's nice to hope.
3, 4. Here looks good.
Okay.
And then bonus action. Just gonna drink me a potion. $13 healing.
Okay, let me think.
You get it on Spellcaster.
Okay. I'm going to... Trying not to kill anyone, of course.
Oh, where's the fun in that?
Because if I do it with anybody else, everybody else will get injured. So...
Okay, so...
And then just before then, I'm going to, as a reaction, cast Bend Luck.
Oh,
Okay.
gee, I hope there's no audience members.
Well, they're 20 foot higher, so it's fine.
Yeah,
and-
they're high enough that you're fireball them.
And then I get to roll a 1d4 and I get to apply the number rolled as bonus or minus to the penalty to the creature's damage roll. So,
Rolls.
saving throw.
Okay. Two,
So it
which
makes-
makes his a 16, so he will
So he
fail his
failed.
saving throw.
Oh.
32. Let's go.
He is very injured. That blast absolutely did a ton of damage.
And then, can I do that? Because that was a reaction, so yes. I'll do a quicken spell. To cast a cantrip. Ooh, no, not that one. Ray of Frost. That's on him.
On the Rune Blade? Okay. 25 will hit.
Wow.
Oof.
I
Or
know, right?
damage. Very dangerous.
But it slows him down, so
It does.
it reduces his speed by 10 feet. So
It does.
So now she can run away.
I'm just gonna finish off the.
Alright, so the Dwarven Shield Bearer, feeling quite injured at this point, is going to cast Cure Wounds on himself.
I'm going to counterspell that again.
Okay.
Jesus.
Let's go.
You don't
No
need to make a
mercy?
DC because he was casting it at first level.
Yeah!
Because he figured you were going to counterspell him again. And now he's
Well,
casting
yeah.
Mass Healing Word
Of course he
at
is.
5th level.
That's fine. I couldn't even do it for that one, it's fine.
'Cause he
But then it just
knew-
means less
He
healing.
knew you were planning to counterspell him if he tried to heal again.
5.
Very shitty roll, but that heals all of his party members. Means the monk is no longer downed. He's still prone, but he can use his action to stand up now. Not his action, sorry, half his movement speed. And the rune blade takes his sword and puts it in front of him, and the runes change color, and he flips his blade upside down and stamps it into the ground. And as he does so,
Yeah.
he drops a fireball on all of you. That is not
Yeah.
DC 11, by the way. It's calculating wrong. His DC save is 17.
Really? Jesus.
Yes.
I
He
do
has
not
a thing
fucking
that
make
makes
that.
it more dangerous.
Oh my god, I just freaking passed it.
Oh, I fuck. No, I'm down.
And you're just out of it.
28.
Jesus.
So, Petra takes the full 28. Windsor takes the full 28. Amaranth, you take half. And New takes 28.
I am still alive.
And then he's going to use his bonus action for Rune of Warding. The monk here.
Oh, wait. I'm going to use my luck point and re-roll that bitch.
Okay.
God,
All right,
do it.
go for it. That's what you've got him for.
23.
Okay.
I take 0 damage.
All right,
Nice.
there you go. Okay, so you take
Is that how
0
lucky
damage.
works?
No, so it's not the lucky. He has a feature as a monk where if he passes a dexterity saving throw, he takes no damage, even if he normally would take half.
Windsor backflips, finds a little gap in the fireball, and
Yeah, basically, yeah. You just
Very
like,
nice.
pick up a pebble and you flick it just right to create a cone of safety.
he just saves. Everybody else takes half damage.
Yep.
I take full damage.
Yep, you take full, Amaranth takes half, and you takes full damage. And then as his bonus action, he did Rune of Warding. The monk is going to bonus action disengage. And
Nope.
then- not bonus
Opportunity
action,
attack.
you can't opportunity attack a disengage.
Sentinel.
Yeah, I can. Sentinel.
Sentinel lets her do that.
Yeah.
Disengage
Does it?
has no effect on Sentinel.
Creatures
you know.
provoke opportunity attacks from you even if they take the disengage action before leaving your
okay.
reach.
Yep.
Nice.
alright.
Slap that little bitch.
I forgot it had that part. Alright, go ahead. Opportunity attack.
Like, end up unconscious again.
Hit. God damn it.
That will
No,
not
it still
hit.
does him damage. It still does him damage though, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
move.
Oh,
Roll-
he
roll
can't
your
move.
6.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, not enough.
2 damage. Okay. So he is so quite injured, unable to move, and since he cannot move, I meant to turn him. He's just going to turn and attack Petra, because
Oh,
that's
that's right, he
all,
can't move,
all he
so-
can do.
Like, fuck
so
you.
yeah, pretty much. So he's just gonna take 4 punches at Petra.
That's fine.
That's a hit.
Strength
19.
saving. That will hit. Alright, good advantage on strength saving.
You do.
Are you gonna roll the... Oh, you rolled the damage, I'm dumb.
Yep, 19.
Bludgeoning, so half.
Half of it is bludgeoning, half of it is not. So, 14 of it is bludgeoning, and 5 of it is thunder damage. So you take 12. And then his second attack is 11, so that misses. His third is 18, so that misses. And his fourth
78.
attack
Alright.
is 19, which will hit. Damage? Oh.
Already used your reaction. Damn.
Yeah, should've used a
how
reaction.
much?
So that is...
That was opportunity, not reaction,
7.
I don't think.
That
Opportunity
opportunity attack
reaction.
uses
Oh.
reaction.
Reaction.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
Yeah, you're using your reaction to take an attack of opportunity. So for that last one, you take 7 damage.
How much bludgeoning? How much thunder? Oh, you already did it before. Never mind.
Yeah, I already... It's 7.
Alright. Strength saving.
Yeah, it's 5 from the bludgeoning being halved, and then...
And then I have to do it again.
Yeah, you have to do a second strength saving throw.
And I fail.
No, I believe 14 was the DC. Yeah, so you don't fail.
Okay.
That would have been interesting. She goes flying into the room.
Kills him on impact. And then this guy here will use his great axe to attack with his 2 big swings. 22. will
I'm
hit.
going to go ahead and... Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Yep, you
That's
can't.
your next turn.
You've already
Right.
used your reaction.
It's annoying
14
when that
halved.
happens.
And the next attack is a 29, which will hit.
Susie,
Or-
what damage? Thank you.
16 halved.
Question. This Thunderer, he made 4 attacks. Is that an action and bonus action?
No,
Yes.
not for him.
Oh, fine.
It
Mortal
is.
monster,
It is
right?
for Windsor. It's not for him.
Damn it.
Petra's turn.
Can we get rid of the 2 templates now? Because obviously there were only fireballs.
Yeah. They were fireballs. They can go.
It's happy memories.
Petra, what do you
Gonna try to smack this guy.
do? Okay, smack him. "17 hits.
There's 10, because he's facing me. D6.
19.
Oh, big damage.
He goes back down to 1 HP and is considered out of the fight.
Could you hit the guy behind you?
Alright.
Yeah, let's go after.
Now, she will spin around and attack this guy.
Okay.
If she can. With advantage.
Why advantage?
I don't know. It's lighting up the advantage. Oh, wait.
It's because you're hovering
Right.
over it.
Nope. Figured it out. I'm dumb. I'm
Yeah.
Petra. Alright. And it's still saying advantage. Whatever. I'll just
Yeah,
do
You can
just-
this.
click
reckless
the
attack
number.
and get advantage, but
13 does not hit him.
Okay, well. Actually. Or wait.
1 does 1 damage though, so
The one does
Because-
1 damage.
I was gonna say the one does hit.
you still do 1 damage as the claws on the back of your axe reach out and slash across his armor, not finding any real purchase.
Yeah. Alright. End of my turn.
Okay.
You're gonna take him out there, Windsor. Perfect.
Alright, going for the advantage attack.
Punch him upside the head.
25.
The crowd
will
must
hit.
be. I feel like the crowd's looking at Petra like, what the fuck? Why is she still standing?
Probably. Like they're just sitting there like, damn, this little halfling's hanging in there.
11
Yeah,
damage.
everyone else is almost dead. You've got Cal just sitting there, like, completely like, hello! And you're like, oh, I got a couple of scratches.
She's pretty beat up now.
11 damage.
Yeah. I don't have a
Yeah,
fucking healing potion.
I got your 11. Roll your next attack.
Okay, they're still up. That's what I
He's
wanted.
still up.
He's still alive.
That's what I wanted.
Unconscious.
Yep. A 22 does hit. $14 more damage, and he goes down. He's not dead, don't you lie to me, game.
He's unconscious.
Instead unconscious.
I love watching everyone's cursors just hover over.
Yeah, you just
These
watch
guys.
these cursors. They're like little gnats on the screen.
Which one's almost injured?
Yeah.
Which one's almost dead? Which one's happening? I need to know. I want to do as much damage as I can.
Oh, it's pretty great.
And for my bonus action, I drink a healing potion.
Okay.
I need to get Petra some healing potions at some point.
Yeah, what'd you do?
17 out of 20. That's pretty damn good.
I will move.
Yeah, that's nearly a max heal. And just so you guys know, I am aware that we are running out of time for the session. Hopefully the combat should wrap up soon. I see you guys scheming over there.
You know shit. You don't know what it took me
Either, so
You're not a real dad. Wait, what?
I will shoot him with a bow with an aimed shot again.
Okay, shooting...
The rune blade.
Okay. A 20 does
I'm looking to see a little miniature arrow just go and shoot him.
If anybody has a health potion, that would be nice. Thanks.
for 13 damage.
Splash it all over Petra.
Oh yeah, and wait,
Just
sorry,
fucking
radiant
smack
damage.
her over the head with it. Let the ball break.
There you go. D4.
You're not Petra out
decent
with
radiant.
broken bottle.
Okay, 14 damage then. So you blast this arrow at him, and as it gets closer, you see it becomes enveloped in the rune that he cast earlier when he cast Rune of Warding, and it actually slows the arrow down slightly before it impacts him, decreasing the amount of damage that it did to him.
Sorry, 1 second here.
Yep.
I think that's all I can do at the moment. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. I'll leave that there.
You.
gonna step back over here because I hate it. Down a
Take up
potion
Rune
as
Blade.
an action.
Alright, 20 HP.
Take the full 20. And then... This is under my spells, right? I am going to expend all 5 charges of my Aurora's Embrace to cast Mass Healing Word.
Yay!
Excuse me? Why did that only roll 1d4? What?
Oh, you got the +5, yay!
Because Mass Healing Word is 1d4.
But that's an upcast.
Yeah, she upcasted it, so...
No, it casts it at base level. You're spending all the charges to cast Mass Healing Word at base level.
No.
Usually using charges...
Its consumption says 3. I should be
Yes.
able to upcast it 2 levels.
No, you can't upcast it at all. With
It
with
let
Aurora's
me?
with Aurora's Embrace, you can't upcast it. You can cast it at its base level.
So it only cost you 3 points, not 5.
Then
Yeah,
why did it
because
let me
to
select to upcast it?
It shouldn't have, and I apologize if it did.
That's something we did before with it.
But basically, the way that it works is Aurora's Embrace costs 3 to cast Mass Healing Word. To upcast it would cost another 3 points, which you obviously don't have, because you only have 5. So you're only able to cast it at its base level. You can upcast heal the other spell on there, the Healing Word, because that one has a much less consumption.
I thought upcasting it only increase the charge usage by 1, but okay.
That's the other healing spell. That's Healing Word.
That's ridiculous then, because why does it let me... It just expended all 5 charges
It
for
should not
no
have.
benefit.
Yeah, it should not have.
Because the logic's
Let me-
bad.
Let me do this real quick. I'll put 2 charges back on there. It should not have done that. I apologize that it did. Boundary shenanigans. You've got 2 charges back. If you want, we can undo the entire action now that you understand that you... I don't know why it's saying that it can be upcast. You know what? Just because it's being janky, roll 3d4. Or just 2 more d4, actually. Just do 2 more. And then we'll do that on top of the 6. So, 11 healing to everybody. And I will figure out why it's being janky, and we will get it fixed. Because we don't have time to mess around with it too much. So all of you get 11
except
healing?
Maybe Cal. Cal might be out of range.
I don't
Out
need
of
it.
range on this.
Don't need it.
60
Cal
foot.
doesn't need
I'm
it.
gonna apply the healing for all of you to make it easier.
I already got it.
have
Already did.
Okay,
It's
never mind.
60 foot, so you're definitely in range, actually, Cal.
Yeah, I'll take it for the 1 hit point I need.
I don't know how much you're freaking missing. And then that is both my action and bonus action, so bam.
Alright, Amaranth, what you
So we've
doing?
got 2 unconscious, near death, barely injured. Okay, I'll get the one that's near unconsciousness, not death, sorry.
Okay.
Wait, which one? Oh,
This
the
guy.
Windblade, yeah.
Okay. Big boom.
You boy.
Saves. Takes half damage. Which technically means he takes quarter damage.
Is your warding still up?
Yeah, his warding rune lasts until his next turn.
He just takes half damage from everything, I think.
Yeah. Quarter damage. So he's still looking very injured. Like he's definitely barely standing.
Okay, and then... I'll cast it again.
Okay. Oh, for the pew pews.
Pew pew, motherfucker.
26 will hit. For 8 damage half. Great.
Gimme.
12 does not hit.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. As the last Eldritch boss goes flying past the Rune Blade, he and the still standing Battle Master both burst out in these like full rich laughs. The Rune Blade sheathes his sword, and the Battle Master slings his axe over his shoulder with a big heave. You see the weight of it kind of sink his arm for a moment, and he continues laughing. And then he puts up his free hand that's not holding his axe, and he goes, Right. We know when we've been had. Good match. And then he holds out his hand to shake Petra's hand.
Petra will shake it.
All right.
Yeah, I'll hold
and
up
that
my
is
hand.
going to be... That is going to
Petra
be
slaps
the end of
him.
combat. They go to help up their friends, their comrades, help them get back on their feet, and then, offer to shake each of your hands. They're very happy with the results of the match. They had a good time. It was a really good fight. They were happy with it. You can hear the crowd cheering. They're very pleased with the display. Afterwards, you guys go to walk out of the arena.
Nia will burn the last 2 charges of her ring on Healing Word, 1 on each of the downed people, since the match is
That's
over.
nice of you. So, yeah, you do
Here's
that,
me all
and they're
caught up
very...
mid-death. And I'm like,
Oh.
it's fine, I'll be okay. I'm bleeding, but I'm alright.
I'll roll to see if the ring just disintegrates. Okay.
That's actually not a thing it does.
Yep, not this one. Some magic items do that, though. Yeah, be careful with that. But yeah, so, you know, good times, happy feelings around. They shake your hands. As you go to leave, there's several clerics that are waiting outside of the arena area to treat all of your wounds. So they help to take care of you. And as that's happening, you're each presented with a sack that contains 50 tokens each.
Woo! Now we can buy all the runes.
Right.
Petra took over 100 damage
She did.
during all that.
Petra got
My-
beat up pretty hard.
My shoe had a scuff in it.
Aw, that must have been hard. Are you okay?
I'm not sure if I can carry on. I'm not gonna lie. I got
Windsor took over 88 damage, so.
Alright. So,
It must be
what
nice.
I've learned from this is from now on, if I need to provide Cal with potions, they can be a potion of poison. Which looks like a healing potion, but is not.
It must be nice for once to not always end up unconscious.
Yeah, it's nice not to take any damage at all because I'm at the back going.
Well, I think you stubbed your toe at one point.
Ah, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
scuff the boot a little bit.
Yeah,
That
you were
was
missing
like-
like 1 HP
I will
at
say-
one point.
Petra did quite
That was
quite a
before the
good
fight.
job.
So
Okay.
I think Petra did a good job.
No, Petra
We
did
all
a great
did a
job.
good job. We all survived.
You did, and that was a pretty intense encounter. I designed it to be difficult. Hopefully it felt difficult.
Oh,
boy,
yes.
yes.
You guys
We
seem to
get our
have a good
50
time,
tokens
so-
each now.
Yep, you
Yeah.
each get 50 tokens. Go ahead and mark that down however you prefer.
We each
Yeah,
get
I
21,000
Coming spree.
HP.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and
Each
add it
get
to my character
21,000
sheet.
XP.
Yep, you
21,000
you all do get XP. It's not going to be 21,000 each. As amusing as that thought is, no.
Okay, 20,060. That's all I need.
20,060?
Yeah, that's all I need.
No.
20,059, here you go.
You do, however, each get... make sure this is going to the correct people.
Make sure it's not Toby this time.
Yeah, that's why I said make sure it's going to the correct people.
And Petronaz has 101 tokens.
Go.
Nice.
I got 103.
That's enough for 3
That's
runes.
Petra, Windsor, Cal, New, and Amarian. War.
Rings of runes.
Woo!
Yay!
There you go. 10,000 XP each for winning the grand bout. And we're going to have to go ahead and wrap the session. Like I said, as you guys leave, you guys, lots of praise, lots of people in the crowds cheering for how good of a fight it was. Plenty of people were very impressed. You guys obviously won the grand prize for beating the elite forces of the king. And that's where we're going to go ahead and leave off the session. I hope you guys had a good time.
And well, I'm gonna go ahead and long rest so I don't
I'm
have
gonna
to
say,
come
just
back.
heal yourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we'll do
guys
that.
can go ahead and long rest, short rest, do what you want to do. It's a
hell.
vacation-y experience right now, kind of an intermission with all the doom and gloom of the rest of the campaign.
Dude. Fucking Petra, man.
Okay, I gotta
Fucking
take off. I'll talk to you
sponge.
guys later.
Yep.
Thank you, Tom.
Good night, Soren. And like I said, hope you guys had fun.
Oh, I had fun.